Member Cohen. Member De Jesus. Member Duffy.
Present.
Member Fewer. Member Galata.
Here.
Member Grove.
Here.
Member Gupta.
Here.
Member me, I'm here. Member Tom Shea. Member Tom Shea. Member Jung.
Here.
Member Kim. Member Lacroix. Member Leviton. Member Leviton. Member Lowe.
Present.
Member Mahogany.
Here.
Member Mandelman.
Present by proxy.
Member Maxwell.
Present by proxy.
Member Norton.
Here.
Member Feinstein.
Proxy.
Leader Pelosi.
Present.
Representative Spear.
Proxy.
Board of Equalization Member Ma. Member Ma.
She'll be late.
Okay. Senator Wiener.
Here.
Assembly Member Ting. Assembly Member Ting. Assembly Member Chu.
Present.
All right, we have four.
Actually, we're going to do the next two items first. The next item, item number 2, is approval of the meeting agenda. You have the meeting agenda before you. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Seeing no amendments, can we have? Yes, yes, Member De Jesus.
So there is a bylaw. There's a bylaw amendment number 7. Item number 7, we're going to ask that to continue that to next month.
We have a motion to continue item number 7, second by Member Duffy. If we can get that, if we can approve that without objection. Without objection, the agenda is amended. On the amended agenda, can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Chair Combs.
Yes.
Also, adjourn the meeting in honor of
Okay, great. So before we do that, I will come back to that item right after the approval of the agenda. So can we have a motion to approve the agenda? So motion by Duffy, is there a second? Second by Norton. If we can take that without objection. Without objection, the agenda is approved. And unless there's any objection, I'd like to move on to the adjournments in honor recognition, and I'll turn it over to Member Gupta.
I think no words are necessary. Thank you. I think
I think that was a motion by Member Gupta to adjourn the meeting in honor of the great Aretha Franklin. So it was at a second by Member Duffy. We can do that without objection. Without objection, we will adjourn the meeting in the honor of Ms. Franklin. Thank you very much for doing that, Member Gupta. We'll now move on to item number 3, which is the approval of the meeting minutes of the meeting of July 25th, 2018. Colleagues, you have the minutes of that meeting before you. Are there any amendments to the minutes? Seeing no amendments, can we motion by Duffy? Is there a second? Second by De Jesus. If we can take that without objection. Without objection, the minutes of that meeting are hereby approved. We will now move on to item number 4, which from our perspective is one of the most important items on the agenda, and that's general public comment. As everyone knows, tonight is endorsement evening where we will be voting to endorse in the various local races, ballot measures that are on the ballot before San Francisco Democrats. And so hearing directly from the public on that is important, but it's really an opportunity to hear from all of you on anything that's within the jurisdiction of the San Francisco Democratic Party. And under our rules, we provide each member of the public 2 minutes to speak. So if you please, I will call a number of names, and I would simply ask you to line up in the middle row. And once your name has been called, please feel free to come up and speak. And there is one of our amazing interns is timekeeping tonight, and so he will inform you how much time you have left of your 2 minutes. And the only thing that I would ask is that we are respectful of the time limits, because we want to give everyone an opportunity to speak. And whatever you feel about what someone is saying, I would ask you that you please respect that individual's right to say it. And if you have a different opinion, you certainly have an opportunity to speak tonight. So with that, I'm going to read the names. Marilyn Murillo, Kenneth Cohn, David Goldman, Wilson Chu, Cheryl Thornton, Brenda Barrows, Josh Davidson, Thea Selby, and Catherine Dodd. Those are just some of the first names. If you can please come on up. And by the way, we are live streaming this meeting, so to all the Democrats that are watching us, thank you for tuning in. So go right ahead.
Good evening, Honorable Chair Campos and honorable members of the San Francisco Democratic County Central Committee. My name is Marilyn Murillo, and I would like to talk to you about the important policy concerns when endorsing candidates. Transphobic hate speech, discrimination, and harassment is harmful to the mental health of transgender students and can lead to attempted suicide. For example, 46.5% of respondents to the National Transgender Discrimination Survey of 2008-2009 admitted to having attempted suicide. However, only 4.6% of the general U.S. population in 2006 reported attempted suicide. The National Transgender Discrimination Survey revealed a statistical significance associated with those denied restroom access and attempted suicide, and quote, suggests that there may be a distinct relationship between the stress of not being able to use bathrooms and one's mental health, unquote. According to Meyer Kiesling, Executive Director of the National Center for Transgender Equality, there are many reasons why individuals attempt suicide, and if you make people's lives miserable, they're more likely to have a mental health reaction to that, end quote. We just can't trust Josephine Zhao to protect transgender students or to advocate for transgender students' concerns and needs based on Zhao's penchant for transphobic hate speech. What San Francisco needs is candidates for elected office that are well prepared for the increasing challenges that face the San Francisco Unified School District's diverse student body. Zhao has demonstrated that she is willing to demonize transgender students while advocating for school policies, and she has demonstrated that she is not prepared to be an effective leader on the San Francisco Unified School District Board of Trustees. Furthermore, according to Joanne Bartoletti, chair of the National Policy Board for Educational Administration, and Executive Director of the National Association of Secondary School Principals.
Time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Next speaker, please. And also for the record, I want to note that Member Cohen, President Aaliyah Cohen is here, as well as Member Alioto, if that wasn't clear, she's here by proxy as well. And Assembly Member Ting is also present. Please go ahead.
Good evening, leadership and members of the DCCC. My name is Kenneth Michael Cohen, and I'm here to oppose Proposition D, the gross receipts tax on cannabis. Cannabis is a new industry. It's a little more than a year old, a year and a half since we passed the legalization of adult personal use. And now, what we want to do is put another tax on top of the 59% tax that we're already paying as medical cannabis users. And we want to put a gross receipts tax on this young industry. This is a young industry. We are trying to get legs under us. We're trying to stabilize a new industry, and it's important that we do not overtax it. And by doing that, what we will do is we will drive people who use cannabis to go back to the black market. That is the exact opposite of what we want to happen. We want to encourage this industry, and we don't need to put new taxes on it now. Let me use this analogy. If we had put taxes on the tech industry as a new industry when it came to San Francisco, we would not have a tech industry if we had put the taxes on the tech industry that we are putting on the cannabis industry. This is a new industry, and it's imperative that we create some stability. Cannabis is a very elastic type business. In other words, the demand for it will go up as long as we keep prices down. And Oregon just reduced the prices on it, and they have seen a 1,500% demand, yes, I said 1,500% demand increase in cannabis. So we do not need more taxes on cannabis. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And if you would like to speak, you can pick up a speaker card right below the clock. You can give it to our executive director. I'm going to read a couple more names. Brigitte Davila, Alex Barrett-Shorter, Wynn Kaufman. Next speaker, please.
My name is David Goldman. Good evening, members of the DCCC. I am the president of the San Francisco chapter of the Brownie Memory Democratic Club. I'm a proud charter Democratic Club in San Francisco. I, too, am speaking against Proposition D, the proposed gross receipts tax on cannabis. It's bad for medical cannabis patients. While medical cannabis retail licensees are exempt from the tax, medical cannabis providers who cultivate, distribute, or manufacture cannabis products will not be exempt from the tax, which will undoubtedly be passed down to the patients. Currently, medical cannabis patients are paying 59% in taxes, which is the highest in the country. And if you go to Yelp and read recent reviews of cannabis dispensaries, you'll see that people are fleeing back to the black market. Secondly, the tax is unfair to the cannabis industry. Adult use retail outlets will pay 31 to 50 times higher than other retail outlets. As an example, if you have $2 million in gross receipts and you're a normal retail outlet that's not related to cannabis, your taxes are $2,000. If you're a cannabis adult use retail outlet on $2 million in gross receipts, your tax is 31.25 times higher at $62,500. Join with me, Supervisor Mandelman, Ronan, and Kim, who oppose this measure, and John Rizzo from the Community College Board in opposing Proposition D. It's bad for patients, and it's bad for the retail industry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We also want to note that Mayor Breed is here by proxy. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, DCCC. My name is Cheryl Thornton. I am a City and County San Francisco employee for 28 years. I'm a delegate for the San Francisco Labor Council, and I'm a shop steward for SEIU 10-1 and a youth advisor for the NAACP San Francisco chapter. I'm here on behalf of some of the Black employees who work for the City and County of San Francisco. I am I have been employed for the past 20 years, and as a result of employment actions taken against me and other Black workers, I'm here tonight to convey a message about the systemic racism that has prevailed against workers such as myself. In San Francisco, Black workers are being terminated, disciplined, and are hired at a slower rate. As a result of organizing and advocating in SEIU as Black employees, we have secured public hearings on September 19th about the systemic racism in the city departments. We are asking if the DCCC can publicly support Black workers on this issue of systemic racism going forward. We are also asking if you can lobby and advocate on our behalf for change in the hiring practices in the City and County of San Francisco that are discriminatory towards African American workers. So I have a flyer here about the hearings that are going to happen in City Hall on September 19th, and we're asking for the DCCC support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hello, my name is Brenda Barrows. I'm a 38-year employee with the City of San Francisco. I'm the chapter president out at San Francisco General for miscellaneous SEIU 1021, and I'm also the labor chair of the Black Leadership Forum. So I am here for that same reason. But I want to go a different route. I'm going to say something good happened. Barbara Garcia is gone, frankly. That's going to help us to get the change we need. But there's some other people that the workers feel like have been complicit in all this, had helped this go on. Mickey Callahan, yes. In primary care, Dr. Holly Hammer. All these people are adding to the stress of Black workers in the city. So we really need your support in lobbying London Breed to make changes so that we get real change, because it's been going on too long. 38 years I've been here working for the city. 38 years I've been dealing with this. I fight individual battles for people, but it's time for us to come up with umbrella changes that are permanent, that will fix this for the next generation to come. Because if it's the same as it is now, the population of Black workers in San Francisco is going to be even less than it is. Black people that live in San Francisco are going to be even less than it is. Because right now, a lot of people feel like this is not a welcoming city to Black people. They really feel that way, and I hear it all the time. So I hope you fix the problem. I hope you help with us. I hope you show up at our hearing on September the 19th at City Hall and support us on making sure that we get the permanent changes we need to make San Francisco a better city and a leader in this issue.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hi there, I'm Josh Davidson. I am the chef for the San Francisco Unified School District, the chapter president of SEIU 10-1 and SFUSD, and I want to point out that Sister Brenda Barris here left out an important title in her introduction. She is also the chair of our COPE committee for SEIU 10-1 here in San Francisco. I have the honor of being her co-chair, and so I want to say first that it's not just at the city and county, it's also in the school district that we have a problem with disproportionate hiring and discipline practices around African Americans in San Francisco. And it's important that we take that issue on. I also want to say that we are likely to see a lot of change on the school board in SFUSD this year. And it's crucial that we maintain the momentum of all the good work we've been doing in the last several years. The reason we have a chef again in SFUSD, and I am lucky to be that person, is because we've had 7 good school board members for 4 years in a row now. And we've been able to make real progress for teachers, for families, for classified staff, improving school climate, making safer schools for our kids, making healthier environments for our kids to grow. And it is very important that we support Fauga Maliga, Allison Collins, and Monica Chinchilla for school board this year, so that we can continue that streak of great work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read a couple more names for now. Zhang, Lorraine Meyer, Celeste Barone. Next speaker, please.
Yes, hi, my name is Wilson Chiu. I'm with the Chinese American Democratic Club, and I'm here to advocate for the endorsement of Josephine Zhao. I know that there's been issues that has arisen with her candidacy, but I do have to advocate that she has done quite a bit for the community of San Francisco. In addition, she has made some mistakes in the past that she has openly admitted to. I think that within the new immigrant community, there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. And I just want to remind the transgender friends that are out there that you do have friends within the Chinese American community that wants to build bridges. Let me remind you that there is 2 attorneys that had published against the trans panic defense. And these are Chinese Americans, Asian Americans that believe in transgender equality. And there are people within the community that will and does fight for them. With that said, addressing Josephine Zhao, 60% of the school district is Asian American. of which a majority of them are Chinese American and Chinese speakers. In many instances, there's only one language that is spoken at home, and that is Chinese. Josephine is a native speaker in both English and in Chinese. She has the ability to be able to bring in that community into San Francisco, to be involved, to be active participants within the district and within the community service and activities of San Francisco. She has, I'm sure, have discussed her qualifications and her ability.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Next speaker.
Hello everybody. I want to first of all thank you all for letting me come up here today and say that it would be my honor to receive the endorsement of the Democratic Party. I'm a lifelong Democrat. I'm also a woman. I'm running for City College, San Francisco Board of Trustees once again. Hope to be reelected. I come from a long line of public school folks. My kids were schooled publicly here in San Francisco. I have a very high regard for SFUSD. And I am here to sort of say we've done a great job. I think the trustees who are there now in terms of getting our accreditation reaffirmed for 7 years, getting a chancellor who has a vision for a 10-year strategy of what we're going to do, and thanks to the people of San Francisco, the Democratic Party, Supervisor Jane Kim, AFT 2121, we passed Proposition W, which allowed for free city, which has allowed us to have free tuition. And one of the things I want to tell you is there are many questions about has Free City in any way caused our students to be different from where they were before. And I will tell you that we have the same high number of people who are continuing their courses and getting through their courses as before. So Free City in no way, shape, or form has reduced the quality of our students. What do we need to do? Well, we need to get our fair share of Proposition W. Right now we get about 10%. We'd like to get about 50%. What would we spend that 50% on? Things like transit passes, like every other higher ed institution in San Francisco. We are the only one that doesn't have transit passes for our students. We'd like to spend it on more counselors. We'd like to spend it on more financial aid so that we can leverage that money. And we'd like to make sure that our facilities, this isn't Free City, but why I'm running, our facilities are in good shape, that they're sustainably redone so that we have the City College of the future. So I urge you to vote for the SLB for City College.
Thank you, Member Trustee Selby. And we do want to welcome a former member of this body. Welcome back. Catherine Dodd.
As my name has been said, I want to say hello to new and seasoned members of the county committee. You're not old, but you're seasoned. Currently, continue to be a lifelong Democrat. I'm the chair of the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare. I was on the GLIDE board for 19 years. I'm just trying to establish my feminist and progressive credentials for those of you who don't know me. I was part of the lawsuit that sued the state to allow county committees, partisan committees, to endorse some nonpartisan races. So tonight you are doing what we fought for many years ago. Thank you. I'm here to express my support for Supervisor Catherine Stephanie, who's running for election. Catherine is a feminist, an activist, and a change maker. She's a mother, and she is the ultimate public servant. Catherine doesn't just take positions on her website or at meetings. Catherine actually puts her convictions into action. On the issue of homelessness, she served on the homeless prenatal program for, I believe, 9 years. Could have been less. As a supervisor, she introduced the legislation that said San Francisco would be free of printing guns, the new way to make guns. She is concerned about the most fragile in our city. She doesn't just talk safety and reducing violence. She worked with the Mothers Against Gun Violence for several years and probably still is. And she's run marathons for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. And I will just tell you, as a person surviving lymphoma, I'm grateful for that. And I have 30 seconds left, and I'd just like to lend my name to the support of Jonathan Lyons for the Bard Board, who worked as my assistant when I was in City Hall, and he's excellent. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. Next speaker, please. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bridget Davila, and I'm the president of the Board of Trustees at City College right now. And I'm sure you've already heard Thea talking about the things that we've accomplished, our accreditation. She also didn't mention that we do have a permanent chancellor now, so we've really been able to start moving forward with the permanent chancellor, and very respectful labor negotiations. Excuse me. For those of you who don't know me, I'm very active in the Latino community. I'm one of 3 moms on the board, and I bring a different kind of insight and unique quality to the board because I've been teaching at San Francisco State for the last 25 years in the College of Ethnic Studies. So I'm asking for your vote tonight, and if you can support Thea Selby and John Rizzo, because we have some things we want to accomplish. One of those things is to build a performing arts center. The other thing is to close the achievement gap, which is a chronic situation at City College as well as our K-12 system here. And we also want to create more certificates and licenses for students. So for example, what I want to do is create a year-round child care program and have these women, who are usually the ones that are paid the least, be able to step up their income by having certificates and degrees with a transfer possibility into SFSU or Berkeley. So we have a lot of big plans, including a sustainable campus for our 10-year plan, and I'd really like the opportunity to accomplish them. So I'd really appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I'm going to read a couple more names. Martha Ryan, and then this one has the name of candidates, but I don't think it's them. Gordon Marr, Sherman Walton, Matt Haney, and then it says SF Labor Council, so I don't know who filled that one out. Scott Oswald and Manufu Liaga Anal. And I apologize if I mispronounce the name. Next speaker.
Hi, I'm Wind Kaufman. I've been teaching engineering at City College of San Francisco for 35 years. And in the last 6 years, I've worked really closely with Lee Lovett in trying to save the college, along with our Board of Trustees. We met doing union work, and I'm just delighted to be here to advocate for your endorsement of Lee Lovett. She is an amazing advocate, defender, and contributor to public education. We were both on the front lines with our union, AFT 2121, to fight for the college's accreditation. They were going to shut us down, and it was a school of over 80,000 students. Lee is committed to the students. In working in these front lines, she did media work, she did research, she was the communications officer of the union, and she stepped up politically. She worked with supervisors and state legislators to make sure that the school remained open. I worked with her on the bargaining team, and we, after a decade of falling wages, achieved gains in the contract, and that was, of course, partially due to Lee, much due to Lee. She is an amazing, I've been working, I also not just work with her in the union, but in my department, the engineering department, she was the counselor for the biotech program, which is in the engineering department. And just last Friday, when we had our professional development day and we had our department meeting, the biotech coordinator was going on and on about how committed Lee was to the students, and that she did not let one student fall through the cracks. They all graduated under her counseling. So I can't emphasize enough how much you should endorse Lee Lovett. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hi, my name is Alex Barrett-Shorter. I am Thea Selby's campaign manager, but I'd like to explain a little bit why. When I graduated from high school with honors, I applied for all of the liberal arts universities on the East Coast that I ever dreamed of. then I received my financial aid package and realized that the only college I could afford was City College. City College allowed me to sustain myself while working full-time and attending college full-time. After 2 years, I transferred to SF State, and in 2017, I graduated with a bachelor's in economics. I wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for City College, so this institution is near and dear to my heart. I chose to work on Thea's re-election because of her demonstrated leadership over the past 4 years. I have become deeply familiar with her plans for the future of City College, and because of that, I know City College will be in the safest of hands if she were to be re-elected. I urge you to support Thea Selby for City College Board this November.
Thank you very much. Next speaker.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Jeff Adachi. I serve as the public defender, oversee the department of 104 attorneys, 88 support staff that provides representation of about 20,000 people a year. I think I'm the oldest and longest serving public official Democrat in San Francisco. And so I'm here to humbly ask for your support. I'll continue to work on immigration and providing lawyers for detained immigrants, criminal justice reform, including bail reform, and racial justice equity. I also want to state my strong support for Siobhan Walton and Matt Haney, and I work very closely with them in their capacity. And also wanted to invite everyone here to come to my birthday party and kickoff next week, Tuesday at Rickshaw Stop, 1569. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday. We have a few more names. Annabelle Ibanez, Edward Wright, Elisa Messer, Tom Harriman.
My name is Hazel Lee. I'm representing SF Shanghai Association. Today I will introduce Josephine Zhao about the community. And we found out Josephine Zhao is a very nice person. And she treats everyone fairly. And she accepts children as who they are and love them just like their own children. Because he has 2 children now study in the public school. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
My name is Alex Koo. I support Josephine Chow to run for school board. She's capable to run for school board, and then she has 2 kids attending public school. She knows the society, and then she knows everything. She knows the Chinese, she knows Mandarin, and then she knows English. There's about 40% or more Chinese in the public school. If Josephine got elected, and then she will be very helpful to promotion for the Chinese and American society for the public school system. I'm Alex Koo.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Yo, Jeff, make sure you invite us to your 30th birthday party. Good evening, everyone. Peace and blessings. My name is Rudy Corpus. I'm here with my brothers from the United Players, the violence prevention program that's been serving the city and county of San Francisco for the last 24 years. Frontline work. I'm humbly here to share with you guys about some support for certain people who I believe should be in place to help serve our city. I'm a native of San Francisco. I'm from District 6. I'm out in the Soma, but I mean, you know, we're everywhere. And so one of the people that I want to speak of, and we're not about dealing with race, or we're not dealing with age, we're dealing with people who we feel as though are the most qualified and certified folks who could do the job. And so there's a district supervisor, Stephanie and 2, who helped us highly with gun violence in San Francisco, to disassemble over thousands of guns in San Francisco, and to use them guns to make shovels out of, to plant trees. We planted a tree for Ed Lee, right? Made a tree. But a lot of those guns that we got off the streets would never, ever, ever harm or hurt or destroy anything again in this life. That's one. So, you know, I'm here to support her. And then you had, and Allison Collins also helped out with the gun buyback. I know she's running for school district. So with the school district, I want to say we want to make sure that we get the best education for our kids. Allison Collins, Gabriela Lopez, Monica Chanchilla, and my brother Pauga. These folks right here are very instrumental in helping out our school decisions, and hopefully you guys can take consideration of all these names and put them in place. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for what you do. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. My name is Lorraine Meyer. I am a volunteer with Moms Demand Action. I'm the California Data Lead, and I'm here to endorse, hopefully have you endorse Catherine Stephanie for D2. Catherine, as you may or may not know, was a founding member of Moms Demand Action here in San Francisco. When Sandy Hook happened, this is an organization that took off like crazy, and she was instrumental in not only starting it here in San Francisco, but also in California, building thousands and thousands of members. As a volunteer role, she worked tirelessly for public safety and common sense gun laws, and is also a devoted mother and wife. She did all this while working and having a family, and in addition to her day job. You might not think that guns are, you think California has gun laws and good gun laws, and San Francisco does too. However, we do have guns on the street, and we need to get them off the street. And she's always been an advocate for that. She's someone that reaches out to the community and fills in the gaps and builds bridges with everyone. She not only cares about public safety, but she takes action and makes sure that she gets things done. Catherine has devoted her life to public service. She knows how to, she's made huge strides since she's taken over for Mark Farrell in only a few months. I believe we don't need a businessman or person at City Hall. We need an advocate that has relationships and has devoted her life to public service and the community, and I hope that you endorse Catherine for D2 supervisor.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read a few more names, but before we continue, I'd like to ask, I hear some side conversations going on, and if you want to have those, I would simply ask if you can please step outside so that we can continue with the meeting. I'm going to read a few more names. Ken Trey, Jordan Davis, Rafael Picasso. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Celeste Perrin. I'm the Deputy Chapter Leader for the California Chapter of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense. I'm here to throw my support behind Catherine Stephanie for District 2 Supervisor, and hope you do the same. As my friends and colleagues Rudy and Lorraine mentioned, Catherine was one of the founding members of Moms Demand Action, a group that is now more than 4 million members strong and is taking on the NRA across the country. She, at times, led the California chapter of Moms Demand Action, a group of thousands of people. She did that in addition to her day job, working for Mark Farrell. So she has a history and experience organizing huge groups of people. She is extremely dedicated to public safety, to just public health, to social justice, all the issues that intersect with gun violence prevention. And I know that she'll bring her fierce dedication, her organizational skills, her empathy, and her work ethic that she has shown to our organization, to being District 2 Supervisor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Ren Haozang, and I am here to support Lee Lovett for her candidacy for the Board of Education. I came here with a prepared statement, but I honestly don't think that it'll do her justice, because I am one of those biotech students that Lynn Kaufman spoke about earlier. Without Lee's efforts, would very likely have fallen through the cracks. As a non-traditional student at City College, I faced challenges that were more than just academic. Through legal and health issues that my family got involved in, it would have been extraordinarily easy for me to deprioritize my academic concerns. But leave was one of the pillars that really, really helped me stay focused and get through it all. At home, above my bed, I have a sign that reminds us that we rely on the brownie emotions of social interaction to remind us, human beings, what we are as human beings. Our biotech students were very fortunate to have Lee as one of those involved in our Brownian journey. And I think that her participation on the Board of Education will bless so much more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your story. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, my name is Tammy Dang. I'm coming to support the Josephine for the education school board because she have a lot of experience for that. She has been worked with the volunteer for the many organization. So
Yeah.
she have about.
If you can please stop. I know that people have feelings, but I would ask that we, not make any noises while people are speaking. And if you want to, speak your mind, you have an opportunity to come up and do that at that time. Go ahead, sir.
So I will support the Josephine. She not only volunteer with the Hoover School for many years. So she have about 2 little daughters in the public school. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next speaker, please. Next speaker.
Good evening. My name is Martha Ryan. I'm the founder and executive director of the Homeless Prenatal Program here in San Francisco. We're an agency that has been working to help end family homelessness for 30 years. And as you all know, homelessness is one of the biggest problems that we have here in the city. But we all look at the chronic homeless, we don't look at the hidden homeless, which are the families that are in cars, that are doubled up in houses. We need to go upstream, and if we don't go upstream, the next generation, I guarantee you, of chronically homeless is already in the pipeline. I am here this evening in support of Supervisor Catherine Stephanie. She was on the board of the Homeless Prenatal Program for 6 years. I know her well. I trust her. She knows the issues that cause homelessness, domestic violence, substance abuse, lack of housing, poverty. And I know that she is a consummate civil servant. She does this work because she cares. She cares about our city, and she cares about the families and all the people in the city. She's dedicated. Catherine is a woman that walks the talk. And I think that we've all seen that here this evening with the diversity of people who have come out in support of Catherine for District 2 Supervisor. I hope that you'll join me and endorse her. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hi, my name is Scott Oswald, and this is my first time speaking before the board, but the reason that I'm really enthusiastic to be here today is to support Catherine Stephanie. I work for her, and with her at the Office of the County Clerk, and I've worked for the city for just about 14 years now, and I can tell you that she is the real deal. She came in, she really put a strong focus on customer service. She empowered our staff to take care of people and make sure that they're treated right. One of her areas of emphasis was a city ID program, which she really regarded as a crucial program for underserved people in our communities. And she found new ways to make sure that folks that had difficulty getting their IDs due to lack of documentation and whatnot could be properly assisted in coordination with social workers. She started an initiative to renew the program, and I'm going to keep this short and just say that I think that she would be great for the city, and I know she loves the city very much, and I think you've already heard some of the work she's done. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
DCCC members, I'm the mysterious woman who said that I was supporting Shimon and Mar and Haney without knowing my name. So my name is Connie Ford, and I'm one of the vice presidents of the San Francisco Labor Council, and I'm here to tell you, thank you, that a slight earthquake happened last Monday night at the Labor Council, and that is that we endorse 4, 6, 8, and 10, and both the building trades and the Labor Council endorse the same people. So I don't know if you know anything, I know many of you know about labor, but we have been divided left and right, mod and rad, for at least 10 years. And on Monday night, we decided together with the building trades to support Gordon Marr, Matt Haney, Raphael Menemen, and Shimon Walton. In particular, I want to let you know about Gordon Marr. I'm very long-term friend of Gordon Marr, and he speaks to this bringing people together and working together. Just a real short story because I don't have much time. But back in 2008, once again, labor and community were fighting like cats and dogs. We spent 2 years trying to get ourselves together. We finally got ourselves together and hired Gordon Marr to help us create Jobs with Justice, which is a successful organization uniting labor and community for the last 8 years as we build power. Gordon can write legislation, gets legislation passed, he brings people together, and he's lived in the district for at least 13 years. He's raised a family there. He and his wife are raising a beautiful 12-year-old daughter who's now in Hoover. He cares about the people, and he will listen to them. He also will be a candidate, an independent candidate in District 4, one that we haven't had for a long time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Connie. And I have a few more names: Esther Marks, Lee Hepner, Christian Origer, Karina Wong, and Carolyn Barber. Go ahead, Karen. Thank you.
Good evening, talofa and aloha. I'm Manu Foliaing on Hawaii, and I'm here this evening to support for the Board of Education seat, Fa'unga Molinga. Please remember that name, Fa'unga Molinga. I'm here tonight to support him. He comes from a warrior family. His spirit is seen through those who he comes from and has served. I come from the Samoan community that started out here many years ago in the Bayview District. We become invisible. It took courage for him to stand up and say, I'm gonna run. And the fact that he made that decision is supported by many who can't stand with me and who have remained voiceless. That is something that Fa'unga has come to embrace and fully understands. I don't support him just because he looks like me. I don't support him just because he's family. I support him because he's a qualified candidate. I currently serve as the president of the school board, just the exit over in Daly City. But I'm still invested in this community. My family still lives in District 10 and 11. I continue to do work in the trenches alongside him and his leadership. So I implore you, the board, San Franciscans, join me in supporting Fa'unga Molinga. His leadership should not be in vain. It needs to be on the Board of Education. Vote Molinga. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next speaker, please.
Thank you, Chair Campos, members of the DCCC, and members of the public who are all here tonight. My name is Edward Wright. I have the honor and privilege of managing Gordon Marr's campaign for supervisor in District 4. You have a choice before you tonight on who to support in this race. I had to make the same choice. For me, it was an easy one. I asked myself one question, which was, who has been here doing the work? Gordon has. He came to San Francisco in 1988. He was the first organizer hired at the Chinese Progressive Association, went on to be its executive director, fought to improve substandard housing conditions for tenants in SROs in Chinatown, fought to expand curbside recycling pickup across the city. He's fought for our students, he's fought for our teachers, he's fought for our most marginalized communities. As Connie Ford mentioned, he co-founded and has served as executive director of Jobs with Justice for the last 8 years. He has been here fighting for our communities, our party, and our values for 3 decades, and I would urge you to support him tonight. He has the experience we need and the values that we deserve. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Annabelle Ibanez. I am the political director with United Educators, and I'm here to represent our over 6,200 educators here in San Francisco. Prior to being the political director with United Educators of San Francisco, I was the family liaison for 10 years at 2 different schools, Buena Vista Horseman and Paul Revere. And I'm also a proud parent of a Latino high school student here in San Francisco. I'm here to request the support of the DCCC of the UESF endorsed candidates, Allison Collins, Lee Lovett, and Fa'unga Molinga. It is no secret that public education in this country is under attack. Number 45 has an agenda to privatize public education. With Betsy DeVos leading the charges, it's important for us to stand with these candidates. We all know that Janus Supreme Court decision was designed by billionaire corporate interests to take away the collective voice and power of union members, and the impact of the Janus decision will be felt in the classrooms. These 3 candidates We'll fight with our educators to ensure that our students will continue receiving a strong quality education. We are urging you to stand with United Educators of San Francisco to help us close the achievement gap and the opportunity gap among our Black and brown students by endorsing Allison Collins, Lee Lovett, and Fauga Molina. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hello, my name is Tom Harriman. I'm a member of United Educators San Francisco, and I'm a member of the executive board. I'm here tonight to encourage this body not to please endorse Josephine Chow. First off, Josephine Chow's entire career with public education is 13 months. She's brand new at this. Second off, she did come to us and ask us for her endorsement. We gave her a chance to make her case. We debated and we decided no, we could do better. Finally, we became concerned about the amount of money she seems to have raised. We downloaded and examined her ethics filing commissions, and this thing ran up all our red flags. Time doesn't allow me to go into the whole thing, but we have concerns about this. So I would encourage this body to please not endorse Josephine Chow. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. Hi, I'm Alisa Messer. I am the former president of AFT 2121 at City College, our political director, former political director. I am, and I want to take a moment to associate myself with the comments made by my sister Connie Ford, my fellow vice president of the San Francisco Labor Council. But I'm really here today to stand up for Lee Lovett. Lee Lovett is a member of AFT 2121, and she's running for Board of Education. Our members support her, and it was a very easy decision for us, of course, to support her because we know we've worked with her. We've worked with her she stepped up during the accreditation crisis when we really needed faculty to step up and defend our college and defend our students. And we've been working with her for many years now. As someone who she sometimes thanks and sometimes blames for getting her involved in all of this, I felt it was important for me to come here tonight and to tell you what a pleasure it is to work with her. And you also heard from students about how important that's been. In her capacity as a counselor at City College of San Francisco, she sits down regularly with SFUSD students and helps them reach their dreams and figure out where they're going and how they're going to get there. So not only is she a union member and a labor leader and a fabulous person and a hard worker, but she knows what it takes for students to move through SFUSD and get to their goals because she works with them regularly, and we think she will be an amazing member on the Board of Education. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon, Board. Mr. David Campos. Thank you for having me. My name is Jesse Burleson. Before I tell you about myself a little bit, I want to tell you who I'm speaking on behalf of is Thea Shelby. And the reason I'm supporting her is because I think it's important that you have someone on the board instrumental in whatever they're doing who actually loves what they do and doesn't just work in between the clock. Like some people work 9 to 5, and then when they're outside of their jobs, they don't do anything in relation to their jobs. Ms. Shelby is dedicated, committed, has the spirit that it takes to support the cause that the board represents. I met Ms. Shelby on the BART. A little about myself, I'm a San Francisco native, born and raised here, and I just got out of prison after doing 31 years. I've been out about 5 months. I met her on the BART train, and I mentioned what my situation was, and she started talking to me about education. She talked about her position on the Board of Trustees and encouraged me to go back to school. And as a result, I made a commitment to go back to school. I also, as a result of meeting Ms. Shelby, have been talking to others inside of the place that I'm at about going back to school and the opportunities that are available for us here in San Francisco as residents. So I think that Ms. Shelby is someone who not only just goes to work and then when she's not at work, she doesn't support what she does, but she takes it to heart and she represents the school the way it needs to be represented. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that powerful story. Thank you very much. have a couple more names: Katie Lee, Aubrey Earl, Sam Alcalves, Gabriela Aleman, and Denise Dory.
Hi, my name is Jordan Davis, and I'm a very proud Democratic Socialist supporting Prop 10, Prop C, and of course Shaman Walton. But I'm really here to admonish Josephine Chow for her transphobic comments. Now, even though I came out in adulthood, I was still a trans student. And I can remember coming back from a 5th grade camping trip and being yelled at by teachers because I wanted to transition. And that pushed me in the closet for years. And that's just had a really big impact on my life. And I just feel that it's also, we need to not only not endorse her, but we also need to not endorse the people that are supporting her. That includes school board candidate Michelle Parker.
That is not true, Jordan.
Lied about the...
If you can please let people speak.
That is a lie.
If you can please speak, go ahead.
And Michelle Parker would lie to this body about supporting her, as well as assessor reporter Carmen Chu, D4 candidate Jessica Ho, and D6 candidate Sonia Strauss. And I encourage you to support for school board Mia Satya, who is trans herself, and allies, Gabriella Lopez and Allison Collins, Gordon Marr for D4, and Matt Haney for D6. And I also want to finally say that because of her courage in unendorsing Josephine, as well as her support for immigrant rights, and as well as for helping me out when I had to deal with some BS at the clerk's office, please endorse Catherine and Stephanie for D2.
Next speaker, please.
My name is Rafael Picasso, Vice President of SEIU 1021 School District Chapter. I'm also born and raised in the San Francisco Mission District, an employee of the school district for 34 years. That being said, I've seen many board members coming up, including you, David, and I've seen greatness come out of a lot of the board members. I'm sad to say I know two people who are very great and are going to possibly lead the school board, and that's Matt Haney and Shaman. I encourage you. They were great with the district. They've done and accomplished a lot of good things for the workers, students, and teachers over the years that they served. I've asked you to endorse them for the districts that they are running for. That being said, we're going to lose two great representatives in the school district. Now, what do? We need to put somebody in there that we know we can have representing the communities that are out there. The Mission District. One of the districts that is always underserved by the school board and hardly gets anything given to them. We want somebody that's going to be there and be our voice. And I strongly endorse Monica Chinchilla for school board. I also would like for you to endorse Allison Collins and Malinga. Because Malinga is one I know for sure is a young man with a lot of great ideals. And they say these guys got lack of experience. But maybe that's what we need in the school board. And maybe that's what we need running this city nowadays, considering how this city's been sold out and gentrified over the years. The Mission District students are being left behind. We need empowerment of our community to come out and voice what we need for our children, whether it's the black community or the brown community. We need strong representatives on that school board that's going to make sure our kids are getting the same type of education that these other people are getting who are coming here and working for Google and so forth. Thank you.
Next speaker, please.
Good evening. My name is Sam Alves. I'm speaking on behalf of Melanie Nutter. I'm proud to be here as her campaign manager, but also as a lifelong BART rider. Every day I feel firsthand the issues that BART is facing. Fares keep going up, reliability keeps going down. The cars and stations are falling apart. Not to mention the horrific acts of violence that we've seen on the system of late. What's clear is the status quo is not good enough. We need somebody with the experience to get real results for BART riders to give us a system that is worthy of our great city. Melanie has that experience. She's worked in government. She knows many of you and many people around the city. She currently works as a transportation policy advisor for cities around the country, and will bring best practices here to give us the solutions that we need. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, thank you. My name is Aubrey Earl. I'm here speaking on behalf of Melanie Nutter for the Park Board seat. I have been privileged to get to know Melanie over the last year in a personal nature and also in a professional capacity. I've come to know her as a tireless fighter who is committed to excellence in every project that she's undertaken. So on top of her as a dedicated worker, she's also a fantastic parent, wife, and mother, and on top of all that, she has years of experience in government working with top Democrats in Washington as well as people across the country, as Sam has previously mentioned. So I think her experience both nationally and also locally would be invaluable to this position on the BART board. And I think that if you choose to endorse her, her nomination and her eventual election would be a boon to the system because the BART system is broken, and if you don't feel safe riding on the BART system in this city, that's just a blight. And it's a terrible disservice to people who count on that system every day. So I highly encourage and strongly endorse Melanie Nutter, and endorse her as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A few more names: David Rodriguez, Brad Erickson, and Jonathan Moscone.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Katie Lee, and I'm also speaking on behalf of Melanie Nutter for BART Board District 8. I'm a young woman that lives in the Bay Area, and therefore I rely on BART, like many of you also do, but I'm also often riding BART alone. And with the recent events, safety has been one of my top concerns. It restricts where I go and what time, and when I brought these concerns to Melanie, she earnestly listened. She is determined to make safety equitable for all of our riders without the discriminatory effects that some of the previous policies have made, because ultimately ensuring safety means ensuring equal access for everyone. As BART Board Director, she wants to make BART safe, clean, and reliable. She's had experience as a transportation policy advisor, previous political experience serving Nancy Pelosi, and the City of San Francisco as the Director of the Department of the Environment. She also has mentored me for the past year, and she has been supporting young women and empowering them to make change throughout her career. She has the support of Mayor London Breed, and she's also a working mom that lives in the city of San Francisco. So she represents families. She's been devoted working on her son's school auction, making sure that there were funds for scholarship opportunities for other students. And just overall, as a young woman looking to get into politics, I'm encouraged by representatives like Melanie, who listen to her constituents and empower people to make change. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hello and good evening. My name is Christian Argel, and I'd like to consider myself a pretty good friend of Fong and Liga. I'm also like to consider myself a good example of why he deserves your support today. I met Fong about 8 years ago, freshman in high school here in San Francisco, failing almost every single one of my classes, being considered trained, and I met Fong and he was assigned to be my case manager. From that point on, Fong made sure to mentor me pretty much every day and get me right on the set track that was going to get me into the university that I'm in today. From that point, Fong was able to instill all his passion in rebuilding his community. I saw from Fong's personal experience that he was able to see the values in his community, but aside from just that, issues that he could work on personally. I took that passion and I ran with it. Today, I entered my senior year at San Jose State University. I finished my internship at San Jose City Hall and currently work for Tesla Motors. Today, there's so many underprivileged youth in the city that need the support that Fong can provide. If anything, I feel my story could be one of many for this man. There's so much untapped potential that need the support that someone like Fong could give me, to be able to incite them and pass on that passion that I was given as well. So please, when considering who you're going to give your support to, please look at Fong and everything he's been able to do for the community so far. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story. Next speaker, please.
Mr. Marks, I'm here to speak in behalf of in support of the sole endorsement of Jordan Mara for District 4 Supervisor. A sole endorsement for Gordon Morrow for the District Board Supervisor. You've interviewed all the candidates, and I think you'll all agree with me that there's no other candidate who has his breadth of experience, his commitment on the issues, and his leadership in getting things done. We have a rare opportunity to have Gordon Morrow as our supervisor in District 7. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Marks. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Van Cedric Williams. I am the treasurer of United Educators of San Francisco, a teacher in the school district for 17 years, and a staff rep. And I'm not going to try to give all these platitudes and encourage you to vote somebody, but I really want to have a real conversation with you. I want to know, is your mind already made up, right? Because that's not what it should be. You should be looking not with identity politics, but with the best candidate. Really, that's how we should roll this particular nomination, this endorsement. And we have to get away from that politics. I already have the person I want to vote for. Move that aside. Who is the best candidate for the job? And if you know one thing, some of you here have went through the process of UESF. You have gone through our interview process. We've introduced you, and you have taken it to the next level and became a board of soups. We have supported you. We identified you. We've vetted you. Our voice is one of the most trusted voices in the city when it comes to education. Don't mess this up. Pick the best candidates, and we've highlighted the best candidates. Now, you don't have to just do what we're asking you to do, but vote your heart and know what's really going on. 30 seconds, thank you. My question to you is, does a union voice matter to you? So just think about that. Faunga, Allison, Lee Lovett, they've all put in work. And they're putting in work for the right reasons, not just for some idea of I can change the world, but they've actually done it when nobody was around. They did it when nobody was looking at them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Please vote our slate. Thank you.
Speaker. Thank you.
How's it going? Mr. Campos. I'm with United Educators of San Francisco as well. I've been teaching at the east side of San Francisco for 12 years. 9 at John McConnell High School, and the last 3 years at Ida B. Wells Continuation School. So we serve, students who really need the support of this board and the Board of Education in these tough times. And so that's why, as Van was saying, we interviewed them. We were there for hours and hours interviewing these different candidates. And the ones that we came up with was Allison, Fanga, and Lee Lovett. And those are the candidates that we support for school board, who we interviewed, and you should please listen to the teachers, the ones who are out in the trenches. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. My name is Darcy Chan Blackburn. I'm a first grade teacher currently at Sheridan Elementary School. I did start my career 21 years ago at West Portal Elementary, and then I moved to Jefferson in the Sunset, and then to Bryant in the Mission, and now I'm at Sheridan. So I've been all over the city. I have worked primarily with kindergarten, first and second graders, and I've watched all the changes that the school district has gone through. I have seen funding cuts. I have seen, I can't tell you how I've seen, but we have seen all the changes that have gone on, and now we're losing our students and we're losing our families from this wonderful city. So as a representative of the elementary teachers for United Educators of San Francisco, I am asking you to consider and think of who we have endorsed, because we do know, the educators know what's best for their children. So if you consider what the educators need, because we know what the students need, you will support Allison Collins, Fauga Molina, and Lee Lovett. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read a few more names. Janice Lee, Carol Hill, I think that's the last name, Eric Arguello, Yolanda Williams, and then Tracy Brown.
Good evening, my name is Cassandra Currier. I'm a 6th grade English teacher at Bates Valley Middle School. I've been there for 9 years. I've lived in the city. I'm now living in Oakland due to the accountability issues. And I still come to that school every day. I drive as far away as possible as I can get from where I live in Fruitvale to teach in Miss Valley. And I love it. I love the community, I love my students, and I work hard for them. I commute hard for them. So, when the COPE committee asked me to be on there to interview candidates for school board, I took it very seriously. I read through all of their candidate qualifying papers. We went to interviews, asked questions, and my opinion and perspective comes from who's going to make decisions with the best information in mind. And that's going to know the nitty-gritty that my students go through and that I go through in the classroom, and what my students go through at home and on their way to and from school. And the three candidates that UESF has chosen for their slate are the three that were most qualified to make decisions that I felt in the school board about those nitty-gritty issues that our students are experiencing. Our most vulnerable students are students who I mostly serve, who have extreme issues of trauma in their life, and it's not their fault. They come to school for an education, and our school board needs to be doing the work to make sure that I can educate those students, that they can receive the services that they're owed, and that their family can receive the support to get them through school. All three of our candidates are qualified to do that. Lee Lovett has a very interesting perspective in the higher education. Faunga is in the community that I teach in, and his students and family members go to our school and succeed. It's extremely important that you support the UESF slate for our school board candidates this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, committee. My name is Ken Trey. I'm a 25-year social studies teacher, now retired and former executive board member of United Educators of San Francisco. We have a delegation of teachers and paraeducators tonight. I've been asking you to endorse the folks that were endorsed by the teachers and educators of our city. We spent hours discussing the candidates, we interviewed, we had long meetings amongst ourselves. All three candidates you've heard about, they are all parents of kids in the district. They're all educators. Allison was a teacher. Lee Lovett does mental health work with kids, seeking a bridge to the community college system. Afuga Maliga has been an outreach worker, a mental health worker with kids in our schools, particularly helping the Pacific Island and other kids of color facing the turmoil and the challenges of the opportunity gap. They're the three most qualified candidates to represent the work we're doing and to make sure that the resources that our students need get to the classroom. And so just briefly, one last thing. Education has never been a bigger national issue than it is now. We have an administration in Washington, D.C. that does not believe in public education, and even more obnoxious, is opposed to the legacy of the Brown versus Topeka School Board, Topeka, Kansas ruling in 1954. They are going to court to roll back desegregation rulings. The New York Times, in the Monday paper, on the front page, talked about the resegregation of American schools. And guess what? They pointed the finger at the charter school movement. And they pointed the finger at Minneapolis. Too bad.
Thank you.
But please stand with the educators.
Hello, my name is Elaine Merriweather, and I am the Executive Vice President of United Educators of San Francisco. And you've heard from quite a few of our educators tonight. And we're here tonight because we respect your endorsement of candidates. And so we all came out tonight because we wanted you to know who we endorsed, which is Allison Collins, Fauga Malinga, and Lee Mao Lovett. And we vetted these candidates, and we know that they will be the best candidates on the board for us. They care for children, they work with children in this district, and they know what they want for this district. We want to improve And so they are for our educators, and they know our issues, and they are concerned about the students in this district. They are concerned about the future of the students in this district. So I'm urging you to vote for our candidates. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Moscone, and I'm a born and bred San Franciscan and a proud representative of the broad coalition of artists and arts organizations, cultural workers, and cultural districts to ask this august body of Democrats of the DCCC to endorse Proposition E. Without raising any taxes whatsoever, Prop E restores the historic allocation from the hotel tax so that arts and culture can serve every San Franciscan regardless of age, circumstance, or background. Only 1.5% of the increase of the hotel tax will go to increase funding for cultural equity, to support cultural centers, arts programming for children, and also to create foundational support for our vital cultural districts. We have the full support of the Board of Supervisors, something that doesn't always happen, led by Katie Tank, Aaron Peskin, Raphael Mandelman, Norman Yee, and Malia Cohen, and we have the endorsement of Mayor London Breed. I think that's enough for me. I'm going to pass this over because I don't want to hear myself talk, but thank you for letting me speak our piece. Thanks.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Buenas tardes from the Mission District. My name is Eric Arroyo, and I'm with Latino Cultural District, and I'm here to ask you to support the hotel tax measure Prop E. This tax is not limited, it's reinstating the funds. Those funds are important for art institutions, art and cultural programs, and cultural districts. As many of you know, artists, art organizations, low-income communities of color, gay, and transgender are under extreme pressures of gentrification and displacement. Cultural districts were formed to help stabilize these communities. Cultural districts like Gallo 24, Soma Filipinas, Leather Cultural District, Compton's Transgender Cultural District, and future districts like the Castro LGBT Cultural District and the African American Cultural District will be vital to the survival of San Francisco's diversity. These funds will help in doing that. Please support Prop E. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arguello. Next speaker, please.
Thank you. I'm Brad Erickson. I'm the Executive Director of Theater Bay Area, which is a service organization representing hundreds of theater companies and thousands of artists around the Bay Area. I'm here also to speak on behalf of Prop E. At the beginning of tonight, we honored Aretha Franklin, and I just want to remind you that there are Aretha Franklins all over our city tonight. Prop E would send programming into every single neighborhood of this city and support artists and arts groups so that we're not sending our Aretha Franklins away, but that we're providing a way to keep our artists and our nonprofit arts organizations functioning and serving the people of California. The hotel tax was created by this city's last Republican mayor. I think it would be an amazing thing to have the DCCC get its arms around reestablishing what was a model for the country of having a hotel tax, part of it go to supporting artists and arts groups to serve the people of San Francisco. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hi, good evening. My name is Karina Huang, and I teach 3rd grade at Leonard Flynn Elementary. A lot of my past students are now students of Gabriela Lopez, who's running for school board. And I see Gabriela at work every day. She shows up for her students, and I'm inspired by her every single day. She has cultivated real connections in her classroom with her students and their families. She models kindness for her students and her coworkers every single day. And I really, really trust her to keep her students and their experiences in her heart as she represents them on the school board. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker.
Good evening. I'm Caroline Barner. I've been a teacher for 10 years and a registered Democrat since I was 18 when I first registered. I'm here to voice my support for Gabriela Lopez for school board. As a Democrat, we put people first, and Gabriela does this every day as a teacher, and I know she will continue to do that if elected to the school board. Every teacher knows that at the heart of every decision, it comes down to what is best for our students. Curriculum, policies, hiring, we always ask ourselves, is what best for our students? With Gabriela at the school board, I know she'll keep the most important people, our students, at the heart of decision making. Also, as a Democrat, I believe in the power of representation in our government. Having a teacher voice in our leadership is incredibly important as we understand our students and what's happening day to day on the ground floor of our schools. Gabriella's experience in public education, knowledge of best practices, and passion for providing a quality education for all students will positively impact our children, faculty and staff, parents and families in the San Francisco community. So once again, I strongly encourage you to endorse Gabriela Lopez for school board because she puts our students first and she represents those she is serving. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read a few more names. Jesse Burleson, Cassandra Curiel, Tundra Louie, Nicole Cunningham, Hazel Lee. Go ahead.
All right. Hi, committee members. My name is Lee Hepner. I'm here to ask you to support Proposition B this evening, the Privacy First policy. In 2016, Cambridge Analytica manipulated personal information that was legally acquired from Facebook through their app platform to undermine our democracy and elect President Trump. Senator Feinstein and Congresswoman and House Intelligence Committee Member Spear have been fantastic at shedding light on this problem at the federal level. But it's happening here locally as well. 2 weeks ago, BART proposed the installation of facial recognition cameras, even though the makers of those cameras in some instances have refused to sell that technology to law enforcement because they know that it fails to recognize with the same accuracy people with darker colored skin. Technological progress has the capacity to radically change the way that we experience the physical world, and we do truly stand to benefit from that progress. But there's also the danger that as our personal information is being collected in new ways, that it is also being used and shared in ways that would make any of us uncomfortable. So I'm not asking you to take a position on facial recognition cameras today, but I am asking you to consider that what are the implications, for instance, when ICE issues a subpoena for the data that is collected by those facial recognition cameras? What does that mean for our undocumented residents and visitors who, in this sanctuary city, really should have the peace of mind that we live in a digital sanctuary city as well? We need to start having conversations about these topics, and fundamentally, Privacy First policy, Proposition B, forces the conversation at the local level. It says that cities have a role to play in the way that our personal information is collected, stored, shared, and used in ways that we don't really understand today. San Francisco is an epicenter of tech innovation. It should absolutely remain at the forefront of tech innovation. And at the same time, I think we have a duty to our city's residents and visitors to remain at the vanguard of data privacy regulation as well. Protecting the personal private information of our residents and visitors is a democratic value, and I encourage you to join the unanimous Board of Supervisors in supporting this this evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, President Campos and the rest of the CCCC. My name is Tammy Bryant, and I'm here tonight as a District 5 resident, mom, and grandmother. I first do want to speak in support of my Black colleagues, because as a 5-year city worker, I worked in CalFresh and Medi-Cal, CalWorks, and now I'm with PAYS, and I've seen how my black colleagues are overlooked for promotions, and even when it comes to the hiring, recruitment and hiring, they're not hired at the pace they should be hired at, and I can see within my agency that we don't have staff that are representing our clients, and that's wrong. And I just want to say that now at HSA they've started an equity program or whatever, but they handpicked their committee. They didn't put out an announcement who wants to be part of that committee. So I find it that I don't know how well that's going to go. So there's a real problem, and I hope you'll support them. But I am here to speak on the endorsements. And I just wanted to say I'm here in support of the sole endorsements for the Board of Supervisors. I'm supporting, I would like you to support Catherine Stefani in District 2, Gordon Marr in District 4, Matt Haney in District 6, Raphael Mandelman in District 8, and Shaman Walton for District 10 for Supervisor. I also have to say that with school board, there's really a whole lot of amazing candidates, and this is a hard one because I like at least 5. But with one commissioner leaving and another one who's going to be elected supervisor, we'll have 2 openings. So I would like to speak in support of Monica Chinchilla, Allison Collins, Faruga Molina, Gabriela Lopez, and John Trasvina. And I do think it's very important to make sure that at least one Latino gets endorsed tonight. And also for City College, I want to speak in support of Brigitte Davila, John Rizzo, and Thea Selby. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read a few more names. Alex Gu, Elaine Merriweather, Kayla Williams, Javier Abushan Mendoza. Next speaker, please.
Hello, my name is Denise Dory, and I'm here. I'm president of the Central City Democrats, and I'm here in opposition to Prop D. As Aretha Franklin sang, and that was the next line of her song, she said, "I'm about to give you all my money." And that's what, more taxes on gentrified cannabis that I don't buy. I haven't bought any legal cannabis since last year, and I won't be buying it until I get to be at the policy table, because I realized after 10 years of trying to, get fair policy for people who aren't greedy, or rich, and that I wasn't on at the policy table because I was on the menu. So yeah, that was a rude awakening, and I'm not going to hold any grudges, but I still really need to fight for the rights of people who don't have money. And people talk about being sick of seeing people shooting up on the streets. Well, give them cannabis. Cannabis is a really good harm reduction tool in the fight against addiction, especially heroin addiction. It's at an all-time high. And I didn't see this 20 years ago. So you see, since the white privilege hostile takeover of California cannabis in 2016, the family farms were obliterated. The compassionate community wondered, what was going on for us. And so I'm really calling for a boycott of the fake legal weed until poor folks are heard. Because we can't afford it. $40 a day, really, and people who are dying from things that doctors can't diagnose with a lot of stuff that, we don't have. So we would like some of the taxes to be earmarked for opioid harm reduction and compassionate care gardens for poor people. And if there's no compassionate care gardens for poor people, then what are we doing? What did we legalize? So what I'm saying is, if heroin and alcohol is cheaper than cannabis, there's something wrong with this because it costs.
Thank you very much.
It costs $50 to grow a pound of cannabis.
I know a number of people may have left already, but I'm going to read two more names. Tommy Tang, Monica Chinchilla, Hei Meng Cho, Seamus McEver. Next speaker, please.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Aleman. I'm the co-president of the Latina Young Democrats. We had a prepared statement. For the sake of time, I'm going to say this. There's been a lot of conversation about representation. I'm here to advocate on behalf of our Board of Education candidates that we've endorsed, Allison Collins, Paola Molina, and Gabriela Lopez. Someone mentioned it earlier. The idea of having a Latina on the board, it's been 20 years since we've had a bilingual Latina, and I think that coming from a community, since I'm a born and raised Mission District San Francisco resident, our community is putting their whole weight behind Gabriela Lopez, excuse me. And a lot of you in this room have asked me, as a Latina organizing in local politics, why Latinos do not get involved, how do you get the Latino vote? And frankly, because we're constantly on the receiving end of policy, and rarely are the voices of monolingual immigrant parents in these rooms. And that is why we are asking you to please consider endorsing Gabriela Lopez, a teacher, the only teacher in the race. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. My name is Jack Rice, and I'm here in enthusiastic support of Proposition C, Our City, Our Home. We know that no matter where things fall across this lake tonight, this measure, Proposition C, is an urgent proposition, a genuinely once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that will make an unprecedented impact on the lives of homeless and vulnerably housed San Franciscans. In light of the 14% corporate cuts from the Trump administration, this progressive tax that averages half of 1% on only revenue over $50 million of the city's highest grossing companies is a common sense revenue source. We are a broad coalition, and we know it needs to be done. We're a broad coalition that has a detailed plan, responsible and accountable oversight, broad support from every denomination of San Francisco Democrat, and looking around the room, the support of almost every campaign team in the room tonight. I urge you to lead by example in supporting, endorsing, advocating for, passing, and implementing Proposition C. Thank you.
Thank you. Lila Carrillo, Tammy Bryant, Bayer Fong, Mia Satya, Daryl Chan Blackburn, Cedric Williams, Jody Samples. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is David Rodriguez. I am elementary school educator and education researcher, and I'm also the husband of Gabriela Lopez. So I'm incredibly biased, but I also have the inside scoop. When Gabriela arrived at elementary school 23 years ago, she was voiceless. She didn't speak the language of her teacher or her classmates. But she found her voice when she turned 18 and immediately went into paraeducation. She worked as an arts instructor for at-risk youth for an amazing nonprofit called Inner City Arts. She got a bilingual credential, a master's degree. She now teaches fourth grade bilingual at Flynn Elementary School in the Mission where she lives, and serves in the California Federation of Teachers Committee for English Language Learners, representing policy for the entire state. On November 8th, 2016, it was not a good day, but the next day was even worse. It was the day the students came back to school after learning that Trump was going to be our president. Gabriela told me that the school was like a cemetery, silence and tears. These families are afraid. They are voiceless. 70 years ago, my father went to kindergarten where he was hit every time he spoke Spanish. 70 years later, we are still abusing our Spanish-only students with English-only standardized tests instead of celebrating their bilingualism. Gabriela decided to run when she learned there was not a fluent Spanish speaker on the board. Gabriela is not a politician. She gets a lot of well-meaning advice. Ask everyone for at least $150. She doesn't. Keep a spare pair of pantyhose in the car. She doesn't. And stop volunteering at San Quentin State Prison because you need to throw everything into this race. She didn't.
Thank you. Next speaker, please. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, distinguished leaders of the DCCC. As the past president of the Officers for Justice and the current president of the Officers for Justice Youth Program and chairperson of the Political Action Committee, I'm here to stand in unison with the SEIU. As a Black woman, I can tell you the city has not treated us fair. Yes, I work for the police department, but I am still a city employee. We seek justice. We seek fairness in the hiring and retention process and the recruitment of people of color, and specifically women. We seek to see Black women promoted to positions that have meaning, have value, and have responsibilities. We seek greater diversity. The discipline process has always been unequal for Black employees and for even our brown folks. We don't get the same treatment. We have seen that the EEO that is handled by DHR under Mickey Callahan has not supported the whistleblowers. As a whistleblower, I have been a victim of continuous retaliation. It is unfair for anybody in this city to allow me to have experienced the level of mistreatment that I have experienced because I chose to speak out and do the right thing. I am asking each of you as members to please help us get internal procedural justice for the city workers who are of color. And why don't you find out what R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Thank God for it. And again, I thank you for the time.
Thank you very much. Now we're here with names. Floyd Trammell, David Smith, Sal Cruz, Jack, and Susan Pfeiffer. Next speaker, please, ma'am.
Hi, I wish I could sing, but I cannot. My name is Carol Hill, and I have been in San Francisco for about 25 years, been in education here for about 20 of those years, and I'm here to talk to you as a mentor. My mentee is Faunga Moliga, and he's running for school board. I don't know if you guys heard that. I've known Faunga for close to 10 years. He worked for me for about 6 years at the Baby Beacon at Burton High School. After getting his MSW, he continued working in SFUSD as a therapist. Faunga has been a dedicated advocate for San Francisco's most at-risk students and families for the majority of his career, authoring innovative programs that help them achieve their dreams. It makes complete sense that now he should be on the school board. I want to say I called it. When I met him, I told him that he was going to be a big leader, but I thought it was going to be in Samoa. School board is fine for now. We can still work on it. He's a guy who's smart and wise. He's committed and loyal. He's a student and teacher, a listener, and a man of action. He's a compassionate and focused leader. He's an amazing father and a really, really good man. With all that, he remains humble. So for those reasons and many more, you could not endorse a better candidate for school board. As a product of and a believer in SF schools and its students, he has both the experience and the heart for the job.
Thank you very much. A few more names: Victor Olivieri, Kevin Ortiz, Sarah Souza, and Timoteo Vasquez.
Good evening. Javier Abishan Mendoza. I'm with Latino Democrats of San Francisco and SEIU 1021. On my way over here tonight, I was thinking, there's so many important things I want to talk about, which to choose. And I saw on my path here so many people just on the streets. Our unhoused neighbors are. It is. If there were to be a reservoir that broke and your neighbor's home got swept away and you saw them outside, you'd make sure they got inside. You'd make sure that if you couldn't do it, you'd have a shelter to do it. That would be just what you did if a flood wiped away your neighbor's house. But we've had a flood of predatory capital, raising housing prices here in San Francisco, leaving thousands of our neighbors unhoused. They are no less deserving of shelter than we are. And when we're seeing these wealthy companies say, we can't afford to give back a fraction of the tax break that Trump gave us, that is beyond the pale. That is inhumane. That is, they expect the public to solve a problem because they complain about this all the time. People are on the streets. It's bad for tourism. So they want us to solve a problem that's bad for their profits, but they want us to pay for it. They don't want to take it out of their own profit sheet. And that's just unsupportable. So I expect Prop C not just to pass tonight. I don't want to see a single abstain. There is no not take a position on this issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Kayla Williams. I am proud to be the campaign manager for Allison Collins for school board. I'm here to speak on her behalf today. I know we've heard a lot of great things of the things that she has done. I just wanted to talk briefly about the things that she will do once she is elected to the Board of Education. She's advocating for safe schools in our school district. That is not just safe schools that are physically safe, but that is also physically, socially, emotionally, and culturally safe, because no student should have to go through our school system with the fear of being bullied, hearing hate speech, and feeling uncomfortable in their own environment. The second thing that she's pushing for is pushing for an engaging and challenging curriculum. Our curriculum right now is we are at the leading edge. We are in the forefront in the U.S., pushing to make sure that all of our curriculum is supportive for all students, because we want to make sure every student deserves access to a quality education in our school systems. The last thing that she is pushing for is more communication and transparency in our school system. As many of the parents here know, it is incredibly difficult to go through our enrollment process, and that is absolutely unfair. It is even more difficult whenever you are a monolingual, non-English family, or if you don't have as much affluence as some of the families in our city, because it shouldn't be a case where you have to know secret codes and know certain people to jump around to get into these great schools. It should be access for all students and all families in our city. And so that's the last thing I have to say. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to read the last two cards that I have, Inez Carrasco and Carletta Jackson Lane. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Monica Chinchilla, and I just want to say thank you, because I feel so humbled and honored to even be in this position. I am excited to run for Board of Education to make sure every student feels valued and supported in San Francisco. You know, I'm a fighter, and even if I don't get the endorsement today, I'm going to keep fighting, because that's all I know how to do. And our kids need fighters who will stand up for them and make sure that every child has access to a quality education. I may not have experience in the classroom, but I have the trust of the community. And I'm the only one every day walking districts, calling voters, and working with community to make sure that their voices are heard, that they know that they have a seat at the table, and that we can rebuild the confidence of our families for SFUSD, because many communities feel left behind, especially our Black, Brown, API communities. And so I urge you to vote for me, but if not, I will still keep fighting. And one thing I want to say is that, especially in this time right now of where we are, our families are scared, and they need someone who's going to fight for them. And as San Francisco, good schools are not a progressive modern issue, it's a social justice issue. And how are we going to set ourselves apart? By being an example of equity and excellence in our schools, so that every child can succeed and thrive. So I look forward to bringing people together, to helping San Francisco be elevated to a top district in the state, and working hard, because that's what our kids need. They don't need pretty words. They need people who are going to work and deliver results. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. I actually have one more card, Kim Stream Office. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Hemian Cho, and I am a member of a number of organizations, but the most important thing for you to know is that I am an immigrant. My parents and I came from Korea, and we were unable to speak this language, and we were undocumented because we were coming in from a war-torn place, from colonialism by Japan and then by the US. And so that has formed a lot of my activism. Two of my biggest heroes are Harvey Milk and Cesar Chavez. And when I grew up in LA, I went to a lot of schools where there were no Koreans at all, no Asian Pacific Islanders at all, and the people who were kind to me were Latinos and African Americans. And so that's why I'm standing here asking you to please consider endorsing Gabriela Lopez, because she understands the efforts and the needs of children and parents. And I also feel that she's super not a politician. She is not looking for higher office, probably ever. If she can just get work done, calm more egotistical heads, and do right by children and families, that's really what she's here for. She doesn't have the explosive sort of dynamic personality. She's not going to go to Congress. She just wants to make schools better. The second thing I wanted to say to you, I love you, Gabriela. You're not a politician. The second thing I wanted to say is that I'm a doctor of Chinese medicine, and District 10 is suffering terribly. The people are having radiation toxicity. They need to be tested. Every single person needs to be tested. San Francisco has not done right by African Americans.
The people need to be tested, not the soil. We need reparations,
Thank
and
you.
we need to elect Tony Kelly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hi, my name is Seamus McGeever. I'm born and raised in District 5, and I'm just here. I'm not really affiliated with any organization, although I'm a member of the Harvey Milk LGBT Democratic Club. But I just want to say I've gone to a lot of endorsement meetings, a lot of forums, and I have to say for school board, I really want to suggest the endorsement of Gabriela Lopez, Falunga Molinga, and Allison Collins, and Mia Sitia. I know there's only 3 spots, there's so many good candidates, there's so many other people I haven't mentioned that I also really like, but those would probably be, I think, the ones that I really would recommend. And speaking of school board, in regards to, like Josephine Zhao, everyone's heard a lot about her and her transphobic statements. She's also very opposed to tenants' rights legislation. And I have to say, I thank Catherine Stephanie for rescinding her endorsement of her. I think that was very courageous, and I think also the other people who have endorsed her should rescind their endorsement. And I have to say, as a gay man, I really can't, I don't know how to say it, but I mean, Scott Wiener has been a friend of hers for a long time. Like, she went to fundraisers for him, they supported each other, and I honestly think, Scott Wiener's a real offense to the legacy of Harvey Milk and the LGBT community. And so, as another gay man, I just want to say we should oppose her at every step of the way. And those candidates that I just mentioned, I all think are really great candidates, and I hope you will endorse at least 1 or 2, maybe all 3 of them, or 4 of them. I think what did I mention? 4 or 5 or 15? Okay. Yeah, so I just want to say, and and also I really urge you to support Matt Haney in D6, Gordon Marr in D4, and Skylar Hudak in D2.
Thank
He's
you.
the only renter in that district.
Next speaker, please.
Buenas noches. My name is Lila Carrillo. I am the president of the Latino Democratic Club, so I will be exercising my right as an officer. I want to speak to the opportunity that you have as our representatives to endorse candidates tonight. As a Latina myself, as a predominantly monolingual Spanish speaker, who is now an English speaker, and someone who is an active member of the community and actively promotes civic engagement and the importance of civic engagement in our communities, we have now the opportunity to really practice equity and understand the importance of that, especially, particularly in the times that we're seeing, and the hardships that the Latino community is facing, and other underrepresented communities. In particular, with reference to school board, I want to urge, first of all, that you consider, again, endorsing our Latino candidates, all Latino candidates, that you truly look at all of them and look at, even though there has been conversations of how some may not be quote unquote viable, I challenge you to look at that viability through a different lens, and that's through a lens that is not your typical Eurocentric, hierarchical, elitist model, but you look at life experience, because that matters too. That matters a lot, especially in the school board, when our parents, who have a lot of times no other recourse but to resort to someone who will not only look like them but understand the cultural aspects, their cultural experiences, who will understand them in their language. That is incredibly important. Myself, having gone through the school system as predominantly Spanish speaking, I was, without knowing, being tracked to follow a path that was not of my own decision, a path that was because of the systems, what the system thought and believed I fit into and what I should follow, which is that I graduate high school, that maybe I go to community college, and that maybe I transfer to a 4-year. But thankfully a teacher intervened and showed me that I was not in fact taking the right courses for me to follow a certain path, the path that I wanted for myself, and showed me what that actually should look like, and had faith that even though I did not fit into a description of what they believed that tracking would look like, or that path to success would look like, I still achieved and accomplished. I actually came a lot higher in my class when my classification was changed. So it is very important that we look at these type of experiences and that we don't categorize, we don't fall into the trap of categorize everyone because of what we perceive them to be. Our representatives need to reflect that and need to know that. I want to encourage you all to please take a really close look at, we have a lot of great candidates. We do have really good qualified candidates, and that's a good problem to have. But I do want you to think through that equity lens. We really do need Latinos in elected office. You all are representatives, and we need representatives that are reflective of the community that you all serve. We are 15% Latino in the city, 27% I believe in the school district, and that's not represented in elected office. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, David Campos and friends. My name is Bayard Fong. I'm the co-VP at CADC, and actually I'm here to support encourage your support of considering Josephine Zhao for the Board of Ed. I myself, a San Francisco native, product of Galileo High School, and served here in our Human Rights Commission for 29 years and recently retired contract compliance. In talking with Josephine, she's last 8 or 9 years, she's been working and volunteering with the Trans-American Democratic Club and working on key education issues. She's a parent with kids in the district. She has the term I call fire in the belly, and we need people with fire in the belly to step up for this kind of challenge. It's a tough job. San Francisco's Board of Ed is probably the board makeup is probably the most diverse, I dare say, in the world. And so the challenge is bringing a strong, broad school policy for all of our kids. And so she also supports the principle that I've stood up for, which is quality schools in every neighborhood. And I know so many of you here support that as well. So I'd like to please encourage you to support Josephine Zhao for the Board of Education. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Mia Satya, and I humbly ask for your consideration for San Francisco Board of Education. As a trans kid, I face bullying on a daily basis to the point of not being able to see a future for myself. And this is not unlike the 50% of our trans students who will have attempted suicide before entering high school. This is unacceptable. I'm here to speak for our trans kids and any kid that is not benefiting from our public system. And as a Board of Education Commissioner, I will fight to keep our kids safe, supported, and on the right track for success. I will work to strengthen programs and policies that keep our students safe, reduce bullying, reduce harassment, because it's 2018 and we're not going back. I will fight for affordable housing for our teachers and for our educators, not only because as a former homeless person it's important to me, but because it is a moral imperative. I've never made more than a first-year teacher in San Francisco. I've spent my life as a nonprofit worker and community organizer, and so fighting for a living wage is very important to me. I will stand with our immigrant students, our students with disabilities, our students of color, and I will champion solutions, not suspensions, ethnic studies, and I will oppose racist tracking systems that do not promote equity in our schools. I'm endorsed by Jane Kim, Raphael Mandelman, former superintendent of public instruction, Delane Easton. And, you know, I know we have a lot of great candidates here tonight. And so I really want to encourage you to vote for Allison, Gabriella, Fauga, Lee, or Mia Satya. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. My name is Sal Cruz. I'm the president of BART chapter, AFSCME Local 3993. I'm here on behalf of the BART unions representing AFSCME, SEIU 1021 BART chapter, and ATU 1555 representing 3,000 workers at BART. I'm here today for asking you to endorse Mr. Jonathan Lyons for BART Board Director, District 8. We support him and we believe that he will serve his community and his constituents and his riders and BART workers with integrity. We also are very confident he will uphold and protect BART's workers' rights. So we ask you for his endorsement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
And now for your commercial break. Hi, I'm Susan Pfeiffer. I'm not speaking on any candidate. I think they all should win. I am a Democrat. I'm here tonight to first of all thank David Campos and the San Francisco DCCC for stepping up to partner with Leader Pelosi to create a headquarters where we're going to take back the House in November. As I've been saying for 2 days, eyes on the prize. I know there's a lot of fun stuff going on in Washington that we want to laugh at. Keep focused. Eyes on the prize. We take back the House. I look forward to working with Adam and with Sophie Maxwell, who's not here tonight. And I definitely want to thank Mary Jung once again. She's kept us going by providing a space for phone banking for months until we can get into the headquarters and keeping us going. So when someone steps up to help without being asked, they deserve credit for that. So we'll see you soon at the headquarters on on Market at Castro.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you for all you do. Next speaker, please.
Chairman Campos, DCC leadership, ladies and gentlemen, and those who go by various pronouns, good evening. My name is Floyd Trammell. I've served in the African American community for over 22 years. I've also served on the board of the nonprofit serving primarily the Asian American community in the southeast sector of San Francisco. There I observed Josephine Zhao work with the community, advocate for a better school system. I know her to be a sincere and passionate servant of the community. I hope that this committee, which represents me and my family as a lifelong Democrat, will support her in her bid for school board.
Thank you very much. I have one more speaker card, Charlie Overmeyer. Go ahead, next speaker, please.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Sousa. I'm here to urge you to endorse a Latino candidate for school board. I'm speaking as a DACA recipient and on behalf of immigrant students in San Francisco. Representation is critical. As a former student of public school, I faced a lot of discrimination, and I was always placed in, in the wrong courses, and they never saw my potential. And so the lack of representation is having a negative impact on the students. So again, I urge you to endorse a Latino candidate, especially in this climate. I think we'll be sending a strong message if we actually support Latino candidates. I know we have great, wonderful candidates, but it's important that we have that representation. And we're 15%, there's 15% population in San Francisco Latinos, and it's again crucial that we're not only asking for their votes, but also supporting them when they run for office and when they want to sit at the table. So thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, and thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you for being here to continue with your participatory democracy. And my name is Timoteo Vasquez. I'm a longtime activist and supporter. I had the pleasure and the privilege of working with Cesar Chavez and the United Farm Workers of America. And so we have done a lot of work to battle the institutionalized racism in the school district. I also have a daughter that goes to the School of the Arts. She's in the vocal department, a jazz singer. And so we have a lot of work to do in the school district. There has been increased public acts of racial and sexual discrimination towards students of color throughout the San Francisco Unified School District by entitled, privileged white students. This has created a climate of hate, fear, trauma, and abuse in the San Francisco Unified School District. And it is our wish that it would be committed to safety, the well-being, and enrichment of student lives. So it is very hard for students to learn in an intense, chaotic atmosphere. Monica Chinchilla is the candidate I'm endorsing. She has come on campus at SOTA, and she has worked very hard with the advocacy group there. It's called Diversity Leadership Institute that I have orchestrated. And our goal is to advocate for equity, inclusion, diversity, justice, anti-racism, and anti-sexual discrimination. We continue to work in the spirit of Cesar Chavez, and our overall objective is to build confidence and self-esteem in addressing these complex issues of racial and sexual discrimination, empowering the youth to become active leaders in the San Francisco Unified campuses and in society at large.
Time. Thank you very much.
Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede.
Careful.
Yes, I'm on. Good evening. I am Richard Nee, speaking on behalf of the Society of Professional Journalists NorCal chapter, Pacific Media Workers Guild, CWA Local 39521, and the citizens organization San Franciscans for Sunshine, urging you to oppose Proposition B, the privacy measure. There is no compelling reason to pass Proposition B. The type of discussions that Mr. Hepner mentioned a while ago, they do deserve to be initiated. But Proposition B is not necessary for that. The Board of Supervisors could start those discussions right now. There is a very compelling reason to oppose Proposition B. In subsection I is a provision that would empower the Board of Supervisors to tamper with our Sunshine Ordinance, which the voters enacted. Now, they would have to do it in a way that would be not inconsistent with the current law. But not inconsistent can be twisted in its interpretation. And if we get, again, an anti-sunshine majority on the Board of Supervisors that we had not long ago, it could spell real trouble for government transparency in San Francisco. San Francisco has the nation's first and strongest local government transparency law. The voters passed it in 1999. Let's keep that in the hands of the voters. Let's not let the Board of Supervisors tamper with it. Please oppose Proposition B.
Thank you, Mr. Nee. Next speaker, please.
Hello, my name is Inez Carrasco, and I'm asking you to endorse Monica Chinchilla. Recently, I had went to a school board meeting, and I was impressed by seeing high school interns on the school board. What a great opportunity for them, and also for the school board. Now, I was thinking about, the benefit that the school board gets, because these are getting students that are coming in with a clean vision. No tainted politics or anything. They're coming in to represent what they see in the school district. That's what I think Monica Chinchilla will bring to the school board. She will be the voice that no one wants to, where no one wants to go. She'll be the door. She'll be knocking on doors where no one wants to knock. And she will be in the middle fighting for these students in San Francisco. Let her be the visionary that San Francisco kids need.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank DCCC very much for this opportunity. My name is Carletta Jackson Lane. I am a member of the San Francisco Mental Health Board. I represent the District 6, South and Market and Tenderloin. I'm speaking to you today as an individual. I have been in San Francisco since I was 5 years old. I'm a product of the San Francisco public school system. I went to John Muir Elementary School, Aptos Junior High School, Lowell High School, San Francisco State University, and New College, California School of Law. I'm the executive director of Sojourning Truth Foster Family Service Agency. I stress this because we have serviced foster youth for over 28 years here in the city and county of San Francisco, and 70% of all foster youth in San Francisco County are African American, and the majority of them reside in District 10, Baby Hunters Point area. I would like to first speak on the fact that we definitely need respect in terms of Black Americans as mental health professionals. We need, in our agency, we do therapeutic foster care. We have MSWs, LCSWs, MFTs, and the reality is that we do everything we can to be culturally competent. The majority of our actual clinicians are African American, although we do have other nationalities. I'd like to say that the 3% of African Americans that remain in San Francisco residents, due to gentrification of a population that was over 27 to 32%, are suffering outrageous disparities. African American families are suffering from a lack of safety in the community around gun violence. Our children in foster care have both parents incarcerated. We need the issues around bail reform desperately. Is critical for the families of foster youth who suffer because once their parents are incarcerated,
Thank you, ma'am.
okay, I just want to support Shimon.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Next speaker, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Kevin Ortiz. I'm the VP of PAC for the Latino Democratic Club. I'm here to speak on a couple of different issues. So the Privacy First policy, which is Proposition B, it's going to set a new precedent for how our technology is actually being, or our information with this technology is being shared with companies. I mean, who likes getting a random ad that's very customized to what you're checking on Instagram or Facebook? I don't really like it. I think it's weird, especially when I say something verbally and I get this Instagram post right on there. That being said, I also, it's going to set guidelines and principles on how technology is used and how your information is shared. And it's going to come into effect by May 31st of next year. These are real guidelines and that are going to be set by the city. You can't change the principles, but every 3 years, these rules will be updated as technology evolves. I do want to bring up a couple of different points because I know I heard some opposition to Prop E, and so just a little myth busting for you is that we understand that the Society for Professional Journalists is against this because they think it's going to weaken the Sunshine Ordinance. It actually explicitly makes certain that the privacy regulations may not be implemented in a manner that would undermine public records. By making this clear, the Sunshine Ordinance is the only thing the Privacy First bill is second to. And so it's really important that we get that narrative out there clearly, so that way Privacy First obviously would not tamper with the Sunshine Ordinance. I do want to bring up another point, and this is a little contentious for me. I'm not going to speak on any other candidates, but the Board of Education is really frustrating for me because the Latino community has put up 3 very, very qualified candidates. Monica Chinchilla she's worked with parents directly, or parents and the caregivers directly when it comes to the children, so direct family provider. Gabriela Lopez is the only school teacher in this race, has a master's degree when it comes to education. And John Tresvina is the former deputy director of HUD.
Thank you,
So
sir.
that being said, I hope you guys can support one of our Latino candidates in this race. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
My name is Victor Oliveri, and I'm a candidate for the Community College Board, and I am honored to stand here before you tonight to ask you humbly for your endorsement. I'm an educator with 20 years of experience in higher education. I believe in the responsibility to help every single City College student achieve academic, career, and lifelong success. I came to this country without speaking a word of English, and community college literally changed my life. I now have a PhD in political science. I've been a university lecturer and a senior university administrator in the UC system. I'm now also a city commissioner and a California Democratic Party delegate who's on the Resolutions Committee. I am the only candidate running for this office with a PhD, but I'm also the only veteran running for this office. And City College is one of the largest veteran-serving institutions in all of the United States. We have no veteran representation on the board. I'm fighting every day. I'm 39 years old and I've been fighting every day to get where I am because neither one of my parents was able to graduate high school. And I hope that you will support me tonight because no one will fight harder for our City College students. I am one of those students, and I have plans to make sure that we improve their success with comprehensive curriculum review so that every one of them can either advance their career or graduate in 2 years. I'll be here to support our community by expanding Free City, but making sure that it's stronger than it has ever been so we can continue to lower barriers to education and foster lifelong learning. I want to embrace innovation to make sure that we provide our students the skills and training they need to embrace the jobs of the future that are already here. But I will also work with you, with all of you, as an elected official to ensure a much more equitable San Francisco. I have endorsements from across the entire Democratic spectrum, including the chair of the Democratic Party here in San Francisco, David Campos. I'm very honored to have his support.
Thank you very much.
But also the support of 3 City College trustees. Thank you.
Next speaker, please.
Hello, my name is Charlie Obermeyer. This summer I've been an intern with the local Democratic Party. This year I'm honored that I'm going to be appointed to the Youth Commission as the D1 Youth Commissioner. I'm also an active member of the queer community. I've been very lucky. I grew up with a very accepting single mother in a very accepting city. Many of my close friends have not been as lucky. I have trans friends who are still not out to their parents for fear of their safety, their security in a home. People have said tonight that Zhao is trusted within her community. I believe them. This weekend I saw Zhao speak to this body and say that she regrets her actions and what she said. I believe her. That does not change what she did. She spoke to her own community in her own language and reinforced hateful stereotypes that queer and trans people are sexual deviants and sexual predators. We as Democrats have an obligation to support leaders who will exemplify our values. And those values, I believe, is to represent and work for the advancement of those who are most downtrodden, those who are most misrepresented, and those who are most oppressed. The Chinese community in San Francisco has chosen Zhao as a leader. They have every right. Power to them. We as Democrats cannot and should not support her as a leader in our local party. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is John Ma. I'm the president of the San Francisco Marin Medical Society. I'm here to humbly ask for your support of Monica Chinchilla for the San Francisco Board of Education. Our PAC has endorsed Monica as the sole candidate for the race. We represent several thousand physicians in San Francisco and in Marin. We've worked with her closely on the Prop V sugary drinks tax in 2016. Thank you to the committee for your support, and also on the very important issue of child separation at the Mexican border. I ask you to please support Monica Chinchilla in the race. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker.
Hi, my name is Lorena, and I've been working for...
You can speak into the mic.
My name is Lorena, and I was a single parent here in the Mission District. I'm a born and raised Native American, San Franciscan. I've been working for DPH for 19 years. I'm a local 1021. I'm also supporting Shaman's campaign. I supported him, and he helped my grandson that's special ed in the San Francisco Unified School District. So I'm also supporting Monica Chinchilla
And I would like to say that I'm a Latina woman, and I would also ask you guys to endorse a Latina female to be for Board of Ed. Thank you, and I appreciate your time for hearing me tonight.
Thank you very much. Next speaker.
Good evening, Democratic Party deciders. I'm Kim Street-Moffis, former school board member, recent graduate with doctorate in education. I'm going to make it short and sweet. Molina, please stand. Yes. Healing the pain that's in our communities, that our children feel all the time. Going out from schools to their homes, back to schools again. He needs to be on the school board. Allison Collins, where are you? Stand up, girl. Doing the same doggone thing. Needs to be on the school board. Now, my last endorsed candidate. Where are you, Miss Chinchilla? Now, I've heard she's not coaching. I've heard she doesn't know much. I've heard everything like that. I'm working with her, so she must be coachable. Okay? Because we know who I've coached before, and we know who's coached me. So, via our elders, please support and endorse Bola, Allison, and Monica. And then if we have an opportunity for an appointment later, maybe you'll use your influential powers. Mr. Tresvigna, over there, will be an excellent school board member. He brings a lot of influence. And we need that here in San Francisco. We need it in our schools. That actually matters. It does. Doesn't seem like it, but I know that it does.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seeing no other member of the public who has requested a time to speak, that concludes public comment. And I want to thank all the folks that have come out to this meeting space, who are watching us to engage in this process. One of the most important things that we can do as a party is to hear directly from our San Francisco Democrats. So thank you for taking the time to be here. With that, I'm going to, unless there's an objection, I'm going to ask that we proceed from this item directly to item 8, which is the beginning of the endorsement process. I know that a lot of people are here for that, so without objection, we're going to proceed along those lines. And pursuant to the agenda that's before you, the first item that we will be voting upon is Board of Supervisors, beginning with District 2. And just so you know, the way that this vote will happen is that there are technically up to 3 endorsements with respect to each one of the Board of Supervisors seats. There's an endorsement for the number 1 candidate, a number 2 candidate, and then technically a number 3. If no one gets endorsed, if no endorsement is the majority vote for the first seat, number 1 endorsement, then there is no endorsement in that seat. In terms of the choices for members of the committee, you can vote for an individual candidate. You can also vote to abstain. And depending on the number of abstentions, the threshold for a majority vote is lower. Or you can also vote no endorsement. There are 31 members of this body, and to get an outcome, whether it's an endorsement for a candidate or a no endorsement, that selection has to be supported by the majority vote of this body. And at this point, that vote, that threshold is 16. 16 of the 31 constitutes a majority. So with that, for District 2, I'm going to turn to the secretary, recording secretary, who will call the roll, and the With respect to District 2, the first choice is who will be the #1 endorsed candidate for the Democratic County Central Committee. When your name is called, members, you will give the name of the candidate you're supporting, or you can say abstention or no endorsement. Any questions? Okay, so we have two of our members, and before we begin this, member Francis Shea and Jen Lowe, if we can please give them a big round of applause, because they have put a lot of time and energy in this process, including putting together the questionnaires and working with our executive director. If we can also give Adam a big round of applause, because all the logistics were done by them. So with that, I'll turn it over to member Shea and member Lowe.
All right, so we're going to be doing, what I'll do is announce the race that we're in, and then we're going to start with the first rank. So this is the first rank for District 2 Supervisor for first rank, okay? And what I'll do is also repeat the name, the endorsement, the name, just so that we are clear that I have it right, okay? So let's start off with Member Alexander. Member Alexander, abstain. This is District 2, rank 1. Member Alioto. Stephanie. Alioto for Stephanie. Member Baraka.
Stephanie.
Baraka for Stephanie. Member Breed.
Stephanie.
Member Breed for Stephanie. Member Campos.
Stephanie.
Member Campos for Stephanie. Member Chan.
Pass.
Member Chan passes. Member Cohen. Member Cohen for Stephanie. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus for Stephanie. Member Dufty. Member Dufty for Stephanie. Member Fewer. Member Fewer for Stephanie. Member Galata. Member Galata, abstain. Member Growth. Member Growth, abstain. Member Gupta. Member Gupta for Stephanie. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea for Stephanie. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea for Stephanie. Member Jung. Member Jung for Stephanie. Member Kim. Member Kim, no endorsement. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix for Stephanie. Member Leviton. Member Leviton for Stephanie. Member Lowe. Stephanie. Member Lowe for Stephanie. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany for Stephanie. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman for Stephanie. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell for Stephanie. Member Norton. Member Norton for Stephanie. Member Pelosi, Feinstein. Member Feinstein for Stephanie. Member Pelosi.
Supervisor Catherine Stephanie.
Member Pelosi for Stephanie. Member Spear. Member Spear for Stephanie. Member Ma.
Supervisor Catherine Stephanie.
Member Ma for Stephanie. Member Wiener.
Nick Josefowicz.
Member Wiener for Josefowicz. Member Ting.
Nick Josefowicz.
Member Ting for Josefowicz. Member Chu. Member Chu for Josefowicz. Who passed? Was it Member Chan? Member Chan abstains.
So for Supervisor in District 2, rank 1, we had a total of 4 abstentions, which brings the total vote count down to 27. And Catherine Stephanie takes it with rank 1 with 23 votes. Nick Josefowicz, 3 votes. No endorsement, 1 vote. And again, 4 abstentions.
All right, now we're doing the same race, Board of Supervisors District 2, and we're doing rank 2. You can only vote for Skylar Hudak, Nick Josefowicz, or no endorsement, or abstain. Is everyone clear? Any questions? Okay. So we're going to go down the line for Board of Supervisors, District 2, Rank 2. Member Alexander. Member Alexander, no endorsement. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, no endorsement. Member Baraka.
Abstain.
Member Baraka, abstain. Member Breed. Member Breed, no endorsement. Member Campos. Member Campos, no endorsement. Member Chan. Member Chan, no endorsement. Member Cohen. Member Cohen, no endorsement. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, no endorsement. Member Duffy. Member Duffy, no endorsement. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, no endorsement. Member Galata. Member Galata, no endorsement. Member Growth. Member Growth, no endorsement. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, no endorsement. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, no endorsement. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, no endorsement. Member Kim. Member Kim, pass. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, no endorsement. Member Leviton.
No endorsement.
Member Leviton, no endorsement. Member Lowe, no endorsement. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, no endorsement. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, no endorsement. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, no endorsement. Member Norton. Member Norton, no endorsement. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, no endorsement. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi, no endorsement. Member Spear. Member Spear, no endorsement. Member Ma. Member Ma, no endorsement. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, Nick Josephowitz. Member Ting. Member Ting, Josephowitz. Member Chu. Member Chu, no endorsement. We skipped Kim. No endorsement. Member Kim, no endorsement.
So Nick Josephowitz, 2 votes, no endorsement, 28, abstain, 1. So no endorsement. Catherine Stephanie is our sole endorsee.
Congratulations. Move on to District 4.
Board of Supervisors, District 4, Rank 1. Member Alexander. Member Alexander Marr. Member Alioto. Member Alioto Ho. Member Baraka. Member Baraka Marr. Member Breed. Member Breed Jessica Ho. Member Campos. Member Campos Gordon Marr. Member Chan. Member Chan Gordon Marr. Member Cohen. Member Cohen Jessica Ho. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus Gordon Marr. Member Duffy. Member Duffy Gordon Marr. Member Fewer. Member Fewer Gordon Marr. Member Galata. Member Galata Gordon Marr. Member Growth. Member Growth Gordon Ma. Member Gupta. Member Gupta Gordon Marr. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea Gordon Marr. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, pass. Member Kim. Member Kim Gordon Marr. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix Gordon Marr. Member Leviton. Member Leviton Gordon Marr. Member Lowe Gordon Marr. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany Gordon Marr. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman Gordon Marr. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell Gordon Marr. Member Norton. Member Norton McNeil. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein Jessica Ho. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi abstains. Member Spear. Member Spear abstains. Member Ma. Member Ma, pass. Member Wiener. Member Wiener Jessica Ho. Member Ting. Member Ting Gordon Marr. Member Chu. Member Chu abstains. Member John. McNeil. And Member Ma. Member Ma McNeil.
We have Jessica Ho with 5, Gordon Marr with 19, Trevor McNeil with 3, no endorsement with 1, and 3 abstentions. So, it's Gordon Marr.
So we're going to do the same race. Board of Supervisors, District 4, ranked 2. So the choices are Jessica Ho, Arthur Tom, Tuan Nguyen, Lou Ann Bassan, Trevor McNeil, or no endorsement or abstain. Okay? Member Alexander, ranked 2. Member Alexander, no endorsement. Member Alioto. Sorry, what was that? Okay, McNeil. Member Alioto, McNeil. Member Baraka.
No endorsement.
Member Baraka, no endorsement. Member Breed.
Jessica Ho.
Member Breed, Jessica Ho. Member Campos.
No endorsement.
Member Campos, no endorsement. Member Chan.
No endorsement.
Member Chan, no endorsement. Member Cohen. Member Cohen, McNeil. Member De Jesus.
No endorsement.
Member De Jesus, no endorsement. Member Dufty.
No endorsement.
Member Dufty, no endorsement. Member Fewer.
No endorsement.
Member Fewer, no endorsement. Member Galata.
No endorsement.
Member Galata, no endorsement. Member Growth. Member Growth, no endorsement. Member Gupta.
No endorsement.
Member Gupta, no endorsement. Member F. Shea.
No endorsement.
Member F. Shea, no endorsement. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Jung. Member Jung, McNeil. Member Kim. Member Kim, no endorsement. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, no endorsement. Member Leviton.
McNeil.
Member Leviton, McNeil. Member Lowe, no endorsement. Member Mahogany.
No endorsement.
Member Mahogany, no endorsement. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, no endorsement. Member Maxwell.
No endorsement.
Member Maxwell, no endorsement. Member Norton. Member Norton, McNeil. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, Jessica Ho. Member Pelosi.
Abstain.
Member Pelosi abstains. Member Spear.
Abstain.
Member Spear abstains. Member Ma. Member Ma, McNeil. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, McNeil. Member Ting.
Abstain.
Member Ting abstains. Member Chu. Member Chu, McNeil.
We have 2 votes for Jessica Ho, 8 votes for Trevor McNeil, 18 votes for no endorsement, and 3 abstentions. The vote goes to no endorsement.
So congratulations, Gordon Marr, sole endorsement.
Now we're on to Board of Supervisors, District 6, rank 1. Member Alexander. Member Alexander Haney. Member Alioto. Member Alioto Haney. Member Baraka. Member Baraka Haney. Member Breed. Member Breed, no endorsement. Member Campos. Member Campos Haney. Member Chan. Member Chan Haney. Member Cohen. Member Cohen Haney. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus Haney. Member Dufty. Member Dufty Haney. Member Fewer. Member Fewer Haney. Member Galata. Member Galata Haney. Member Growth. Member Growth Haney. Member Gupta. Member Gupta Haney. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea Haney. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, no endorsement. Member Kim. Member Kim Haney. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix Haney. Member Leviton. Member Leviton Haney. Member Lowe Haney. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany Haney. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman Haney. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell Haney. Member Norton. Member Norton, Matt Haney. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi.
Abstain.
Member Pelosi abstains. Member Spear. Member Spear abstains. Member Ma. Member Ma, Matt Haney. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, no endorsement. Member Ting. Member Ting Haney. Member Chu. Member Chu, no endorsement.
In that first rank, we have Matt Haney with 23 votes, no endorsement with 5, and 3 abstentions. That's Matt Haney in the first round.
Same race. Board of Supervisors, District 6, Rank 2. Member Alexander. Member Alexander, no endorsement. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, no endorsement. Member Baraka.
Pass.
Member Baraka passes. Member Breed. Member Breed, no endorsement. Member Campos.
No endorsement.
Member Campos, no endorsement. Member Chan.
No endorsement.
Member Chan, no endorsement. Member Cohen.
Christine Johnson.
Member Cohen, Johnston. Christine Johnston. Member De Jesus.
No endorsement.
Member De Jesus, no endorsement. Member Dufty.
No endorsement.
Member Dufty, no endorsement. Member Fewer.
No endorsement.
Member Fewer, no endorsement. Member Galata.
No endorsement.
Member Galata, no endorsement. Member Growth. Member Grove, no endorsement. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, no endorsement. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, no endorsement. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, no endorsement. Member Kim. Member Kim, no endorsement. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, no endorsement. Member Leviton.
No endorsement.
Member Leviton, no endorsement. Member Lowe, no endorsement. Member Mahogany.
No endorsement.
Member Mahogany, no endorsement. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, no endorsement. Member Maxwell.
No endorsement.
Member Maxwell, no endorsement. Member Norton. Member Norton, no endorsement. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, abstain. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi, abstain. Member Spear. Member Spear, abstain. Member Ma. Member Ma, Traus. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, Traus. Member Ting.
No endorsement.
Member Ting, no endorsement. Member Chu. Member Chu, no endorsement. Member Baraka.
Christine Johnson.
Member Baraka Johnson.
For Sonia Traus, we have 2 votes. Christine Johnson, 2. No endorsement, 24. 3 abstentions. That would be a sole ranking for Matt Haney.
Next seat, Board of Supervisors, District 8. I think there's only one ranking in this one. Unless I'm aware of another. Or no endorsement. Raphael Mandelman or no endorsement. Member Alexander. Sorry.
I'm wondering if we can make a motion. I'd like to make a motion to do this by acclamation. Is there a second? Okay. Second by LaCroix. So the motion is to endorse by acclamation. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? It passes by acclamation. Congratulations, Dr. Manning.
Thank you. Board of Supervisors, District 10, Rank 1. Okay, Member Alexander. Member Alexander Walton. Member Alioto. Member Alioto Walton. Member Baraka. Member Baraka Walton. Member Breed. Member Breed Walton. Member Campos. Member Campos Walton. Member Chan. Member Chan Walton. Member Cohen. Member Cohen Walton. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus pass. Member Dufty. Member Dufty Walton. Member Fewer. Member Fewer Walton. Member Galata. Member Galata abstain. Member Growth. Member Growth abstain. Member Gupta. Member Gupta Walton. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea Walton. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea Walton. Member Zhang. Member Zhang Walton. Member Kim. Member Kim, no endorsement. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, Shaman Walton. Member Leviton. Leviton, Walton. Member Lowe, Walton. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, Walton. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, Walton. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, Walton. Member Norton. Member Norton, Walton. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi.
Abstain.
Member Pelosi abstains. Member Spear. Member Spear abstains. Member Ma. Member Ma Ellington. Member Weiner. Member Weiner Walton. Member Ting. Member Ting Walton. Member Chu. Member Chu Walton. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus abstains.
For rank 1, Shimon Walton with 23 votes, Theo Ellington 1, no endorsement 1, 6 abstentions.
Board of Supervisors, District 10, rank 2. Member Alexander. Member Alexander, no endorsement. Member Alioto. Member Alioto Ellington. Member Baraka. Member Baraka Ellington. Member Breed. Member Breed Ellington. Member Campos.
No endorsement.
Member Campos, no endorsement. Member Chan.
No endorsement.
Member Chan, no endorsement. Member Cohen. Member Cohen Ellington. Member De Jesus.
No endorsement.
Member De Jesus, no endorsement. Member Dufty.
No endorsement.
Member Dufty, no endorsement. Member Fewer.
No endorsement.
Member Fewer, no endorsement. Member Galata.
No endorsement.
Member Galata, no endorsement. Member Growth. Member Growth, no endorsement. Member Gupta.
No endorsement.
Member Gupta, no endorsement. Member F. Shea.
No endorsement.
Member F. Shea, no endorsement. Member T. Shea.
No endorsement.
Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Zhang. Member Zhang Ellington. Member Kim. Member Kim, pass. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix Ellington. Member Leviton. Member Leviton Ellington. Member Lowe, no endorsement. Member Mahogany.
No endorsement.
Member Mahogany, no endorsement. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, pass. Member Maxwell.
No endorsement.
Member Maxwell, no endorsement. Member Norton. Member Norton Ellington. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi.
Abstain.
Member Pelosi abstains. Member Spear.
Abstain.
Member Spear abstains. Member Ma. Member Ma Ellington. Member Weiner.
No endorsement.
Member Weiner, no endorsement. Member Ting.
Abstain.
Member Ting abstains. Member Chu. Member Chu Ellington. Member Kim Ellington. Member Mandelman.
No endorsement.
Member Mandelman, no endorsement.
Theo Ellington is 11, no endorsement 16, and 4 abstentions, which brings the total votes to 27, requiring a 14 vote threshold, so no endorsement wins.
All right, the next race is for the City College Board of Trustees. You will be able to choose 3 candidates in this race. So I'm going to list the candidates. Victor Olivieri, Thea Shelby, John Rizzo, Bridget Davila, and no endorsement. In this, we are only going to count 1 no endorsement per person. So if you have 2 no endorsements, that just counts as 1. Does that make sense? No endorsement counts as a candidate. So that way we don't double count. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Sis.
That's not how we've done it in the past. So we've treated no endorsements as seats. So there's 3 seats. So if I were to go to vote a candidate and then no endorsement, you don't count no endorsements in the same column. You have 2 no endorsement columns. So you can say no endorsement more than once. You just can't count 2 no endorsements for 1 candidate. Do you see what I'm saying? And I know this because I messed it up 2 years ago when I was the secretary. Yes, sorry, there was some confusion. Rachel is correct. So when your name is called on roll call, you're going to name your 3 candidates. And you can choose no endorsement as your 3 candidates. You have to say no endorsement 3 times. Or you would say, candidate 1, candidate 2, no endorsement. And we will count those individually in their individual columns. And we'll do that for every round that we may have to go through for those 3 seats.
Thank you.
That is the clarification. All right. Does that make sense? Okay. Calling out 3 names. Slowly. Member Alexander.
Shelby, Rizzo, Davila.
Alexander Shelby Rizzo Davila. Selby, sorry. Selby Rizzo Davila. Member Alioto.
Lopez, Lovett, Stratton.
Okay. Member Alioto pass? Okay. Member Baraka.
Selby, Oliveri, and Davila.
Baraka. Selby, Oliveri, Davila. Member Breed.
Oliveri, Selby.
Member Breed. Olivieri, Selby, no endorsement. Member Campos.
Selby, Davila, Oliveri.
Member Campos, Selby, Selby, Davila, Olivieri. Member Chan.
Pass.
Member Chan, pass. Member Cohen.
Via Selby, Victor Olivieri, no endorsement.
Member Cohen, via Selby, Victor Olivieri, no endorsement. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, Selby, Davila, Rizzo. Member Dufty.
Selby, Davila, Rizzo.
Member Dufty, Selby, Davila, Rizzo. Member Fewer.
Selby, Rizzo, Davila.
Member Fewer, Selby, Rizzo, Davila. Member Galata.
Selby, Davila, no endorsement.
Member Galata, Selby, Davila, no endorsement. Member Growth.
Via Bridget Davila, and no endorsement.
Member Growth, via Selby, Bridget Davila, no endorsement. Member Gupta.
Via Selby, Bridget Davila, no endorsement.
Member Gupta, via Selby, Bridget Davila, no endorsement. Member F. Shea.
Via Selby, Bridget Davila, John Rizzo.
Member F. Shea, via Selby, Bridget Davila, John Rizzo. Member T. Shea.
Selby, Oliveri, no endorsement.
Member T. Shea, via Selby, Victor Olivieri, no endorsement. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, via Selby, Victor Olivieri, no endorsement. Member Kim. Member Kim, Selby, Rizzo, Davila. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, Selby, Davila, Rizzo. Member Leviton.
Selby, Olivieri, no endorsement.
Member Leviton, Selby, Olivieri, no endorsement. Member Lowe, Selby, Davila, Rizzo. Member Mahogany.
Selby, Davila, no endorsement.
Member Mahogany, Selby, Davila, no endorsement. Member Mandelman.
Selby, Davila, Rizzo.
Member Mandelman, Selby, Davila, Rizzo. Member Maxwell.
Selby, Davila, Rizzo.
Member Maxwell, Selby, Davila, Rizzo. Member Norton.
Olivieri, Selby, and Davila.
Member Norton, Olivieri, Selby, Davila. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi?
Olivieri, Selby, and Davila.
Member Pelosi, Olivieri, Selby, and Davila. Member Spear?
Selby, Rizzo, Davila.
Member Spear, Selby, Rizzo, Davila. Member Ma?
Olivieri, Selby, no endorsement.
Member Ma, Olivieri, Selby, no endorsement. Member Weiner?
Rizzo, Selby, and Victor Oliveri.
Member Weiner, Rizzo, Selby, Olivieri. Member Ting?
Via Selby, John Rizzo, Bridget Davila.
Member Ting, Selby, Rizzo, Davila. Member Chu? Member Chu, Selby, Davila, Olivieri. Member Chan?
Selby, Davila, no endorsement.
Member Chan, Selby, Davila, no endorsement. Alioto?
Olivieri, Selby, Rizzo.
Alioto, sorry, can you repeat that?
Olivieri, Selby, and Rizzo.
Alioto, Olivieri, Selby, Rizzo.
Okay, the vote count in the first round, Victor Oliveri had 13, Thea Selby 30, John Rizzo 14, Bridget Davila 22, and 1 abstention. In that first round, we had Victor Oliveri with 13 votes, Thea Selby with 30, John Rizzo with 14, Bridget Davila with 22. The threshold is still at 16 votes. So we have, just want to make sure everybody, that jives with what everybody else had. So we have, that means Thea and Bridget have both been confirmed, and we have to do a second round for that third seat.
Where we are is the 3 seats, based on these votes, with the 16 vote threshold, 2 candidates have met that threshold, and that would be Thea Selby and Bridget Davila. So, congratulations. So with the 3rd seat, no candidate has met that threshold, and there is no choice that has actually a majority, so we're going to do another vote for that 3rd seat. Yes. Member Weiner? So, I think that's no endorsement, but I don't think I think we just revote. So,
No endorsement never falls, but when you do a second round, the person who got the lowest amount of votes on the first round always drops off. That's a single seat. Passes and final.
So that's only one person left? No, I think that only holds a ranked choice vote. I think this is different. That rule is in the bylaws for ranked choice vote.
So this is a question to the parliamentarian, whether or not no endorsement doesn't drop off, but whether or not we eliminate of these candidates the candidate with the lowest vote. And My understanding is that that applies only in ranked choice voting, but I will turn it to the parliamentarian. Give her a moment. We're in great hands.
Every time you go to the next round, the person who votes is not going to be wrong. It's nothing to do with rank.
Okay, so we have we're going to take a 2-minute recess. 2 minutes. meeting back to order. If we can go back to our seats, and I would ask members to please. Okay. The parliamentarian, are we ready? Okay. We're going to go back to this question. Thank you very much. And the process that we're going to follow is, the question is that with respect to the third seat, right now, the votes are for the remaining choices that exclude Thea Selby and Bridget Davila. You have Victor Oliveri at 13 votes. You have John Risso at 14. You have no endorsement at 11. And I think that's it for the choices. And the question is whether or not we drop the lowest vote getter in terms of considering this seat. And we have to look at our bylaws to see what the answer is. And the way the process will work is that we will get a ruling from a recommendation from the parliamentarian, and I will make a ruling based on that recommendation. And then if any member at that point challenges the chair's ruling, then we can have a vote on whether or not to overturn the chair. So with that, I'll turn it over to our very capable parliamentarian.
All right, I will go on for everybody here, if you don't have access to some smartphones, to read the section of our bylaws that we have been referring to. It's Article 6, endorsements, Section 2. Skip down a couple lines. Oh, I was like, oh, okay. President Cohen. Yes. At the conclusion of each ballot, if no candidate has received the required majority, the name of the candidate receiving the least votes will be deleted from the listing of candidates on succeeding ballots. However, in races where there are multiple candidates for the same position, the committee will continue voting until an endorsed candidate, will continue voting until an endorsement of the candidate or no endorsement is achieved. And it goes on to say in races with multiple candidates for elected office with multiple seats, members shall vote for the number of candidates that are open or unendorsed until an endorsement or no endorsement is achieved for candidates equaling the number of seats open. So because in our first round of voting, 2 of the 4 candidates have received over a good majority, we are looking to fill that third seat. And so we will go with the list of candidates that have been remained left over to either get to no endorsement or an endorsed candidate for that seat.
So the recommendation essentially is that based on the parliamentarian's reading of the rules, that we would consider for that third seat candidates Victor Oliveri and John Rizzo, as well as no endorsement and abstention. And those are the 4 choices. And I agree with that ruling. So as chair, I issue the ruling that a fair reading of the bylaws requires that we consider the 2 remaining candidates, Oliveri, Rizzo, as well as no endorsement and abstention in this election. So that is my ruling, and now the floor is open to any member who would like to challenge the chair's ruling. Does anyone want to challenge the chair's ruling?
I disagree.
Okay. Okay. So with that, we will proceed to then vote for the third seat in the City College race with those 4 options, Oliveri, Rizzo, no endorsement, abstention, and whichever choice gets the majority, that will be the outcome. So with that, I'll turn it over to our able member, Jen Lowe.
All right. So for the third remaining seat for the City College Board of Trustees, Member Alexander. Member Alexander, Rizzo. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, Olivieri. Member Baraka. Member Baraka, Olivieri.
Thank you.
Member Breed. Member Breed, Olivieri. Member Campos. Member Campos Olivieri. Member Chan.
Pass.
Member Chan, pass. Member Cohen.
Olivieri.
Member Cohen Olivieri. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, Rizzo. Member Dufty. Member Dufty, Rizzo. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, Rizzo. Member Galata.
Pass.
Member Galata, pass. Member Grove. Member Grove, pass. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, pass. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, Rizzo. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, Olivieri. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, Olivieri. Member Kim. Member Kim, pass. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, pass. Member Levinson. Member Levinson, Olivieri. Member Lowe, Rizzo. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, Rizzo. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, Rizzo. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, Rizzo. Member Norton. Member Norton, Olivieri. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi, Olivieri. Member Spear. Member Spear, Rizzo. Member Ma. Member Ma, Olivieri. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, Olivieri. Member Ting. Member Ting, Rizzo. Member Chu. Member Chu, Olivieri. Member Chan. Member Chan, Rizzo. Member Galata.
Abstain.
Member Galata abstains. Member Groth. Member Groth, Rizzo. Member Gupta.
No endorsement.
Member Gupta, no endorsement. Member Kim. Member Kim, Rizzo. Member LaCroix. No, never mind. Did you pass? Yes, you did. Sorry. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix abstains.
Okay, so in round two, we had Victor Oliveri with 13 votes, John Rizzo with 14, there was 1 no endorsement, and 3 abstentions, which brings the vote count down to 15. Nobody got it. So we'll have to go to round 3. We drop our lowest vote count. She just... We keep voting. Until no endorsement or a candidate makes it. That's what she just read.
We keep voting and, yes, Member Shea, Tom Shea.
No one receives a majority, and the lowest vote getter is dropped.
Victor Oliveri.
So the question is whether or not we drop the lowest vote getter based on our bylaw, so I will defer to our parliamentarian.
Okay, so an endorsement, so same section that we referred to earlier. An endorsement requires 50% plus one of those members present and voting. At the conclusion of each ballot, if no candidate has received the required majority, the name of the candidate receiving the least votes will be deleted from the list of candidates in a succeeding ballot. In races where there are multiple candidates for the same position, the committee will continue voting until an endorsement of a candidate or no endorsement is achieved.
So my read of that, I assume it's what you're saying, is that in this case we do drop the lowest vote getter, which in this case is Oliveri, right? And we do another round that includes 3 choices: Rizzo, no endorsement, abstention. So that is my ruling. Does anyone want to challenge that ruling? Okay, I'll turn it over to Member Lowe.
Okay, this is for the last remaining seat. The 2 choices are John Rizzo, no endorsement, or you can abstain. Member Alexander. Member Alexander, Rizzo. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, no endorsement. Member Baraka.
No endorsement.
Member Baraka, no endorsement. Member Breed.
No endorsement.
Member Breed, no endorsement. Member Campos.
No endorsement.
Member Campos, no endorsement. Member Chan.
Pass.
Member Chan, pass. Member Cohen. Member Cohen, no endorsement. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, Rizzo. Member Dufty.
Rizzo.
Member Dufty, Rizzo. Member Fewer.
Rizzo.
Member Fewer, Rizzo. Member Galata.
No endorsement.
Member Galata, no endorsement. Member Growth. Member Growth, Rizzo. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, no endorsement. Member F. Shea.
Rizzo.
Member F. Shea, Rizzo. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Jean. Member Jean, no endorsement. Member Kim. Member Kim, Rizzo. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, pass. Member Leviton.
No endorsement.
Member Leviton, no endorsement. Member Lowe, pass. Member Mahogany.
No endorsement.
Member Mahogany, no endorsement. Member Mandelman.
Rizzo.
Member Mandelman, Rizzo. Member Maxwell.
Rizzo.
Member Maxwell, Rizzo. Member Norton.
No endorsement.
Member Norton, no endorsement. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi.
No endorsement.
Member Pelosi, no endorsement. Member Spear.
Rizzo.
Member Spear, Rizzo. Member Ma.
No endorsement.
Member Ma, no endorsement. Member Wiener.
Rizzo.
Member Wiener, Rizzo. Member Ting.
Rizzo.
Member Ting, Rizzo. Member Chu. Member Chu, no endorsement. Member Chan.
No endorsement.
Member Chan, no endorsement. LaCroix. Member LaCroix abstains. Member Lowe, Rizzo.
All right, we have John Rizzo with 13, no endorsement with 16, 2 abstentions. No endorsement.
So for City College, the votes are Thea Selby, Bridget Davila, no endorsement. Now we move on to Board of Education.
Okay. Board of Education, please list your 3 candidates. Start with Member Alexander.
Oh, yeah. Collins, Lovett, Molina.
Member Alexander, Collins, Lovett, Moliga. Member Alioto.
Lopez, Lovett, Tasby.
Member Alioto, Lopez, Lovett, Trasvina. Member Baraka. Member Baraka, pass. Member Breed.
Oliga, Parker,
Member Breed, Maliga, Parker, Chinchilla. Member Campos.
Maliga, Collins, Lovett.
Maliga, Collins, Lovett. Member Chan.
Pass.
Member Chan, pass. Member Cohen.
Collins, Chinchilla, Molinga.
Member Cohen, Collins, Chinchilla, Maliga. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, pass. Member Dufty.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Dufty, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, pass. Member Galata.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Galata, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Growth.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Growth, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Gupta.
Pass.
Member Gupta, pass. Member F. Shea.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member F. Shea, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, pass. Member Zhang. I missed her first. What was your first? Parker. Member Zhang, Parker, Trasvina, Zhao. Member Kim. Member Kim, pass. Member Lacroix. Member Lacroix, Collins, Maliga, Chinchilla. Member Leviton.
Collins, Lovett, Parker.
Member Leviton, Collins, Lovett, Parker. Member Lowe. Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, pass. Member Mandelman.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Mandelman, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Maxwell.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Maxwell, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Norton. Member Norton, pass. Member Feinstein.
John Trasvina, no endorsement, no endorsement.
Member Feinstein, Trasvina, no endorsement, no endorsement. Member Pelosi.
Trasvina, no endorsement, no endorsement.
Member Pelosi, Transvina, no endorsement, no endorsement. Member Spear.
Trasvina, no endorsement, no endorsement.
Member Spear, Transvina, no endorsement, no endorsement. Member Ma.
Parker, Zhao, Trasvina.
Member Ma. Parker, Zhao, Transvina. Member Wiener.
Parker, Chow, and Bill Kim.
Member Wiener. Parker, Zhao, Phil Kim. Member Ting.
Parker, Lovett, Transvina.
Member Ting, Parker, Lovett, Transvina. Member Chu.
Collins, Parker, Chinchilla.
Member Chu, Collins, Parker, Chinchilla. Member Baraka.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Baraka, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Chan. Member Chan.
Lee, Malia, Gabrielle.
Member Chan, Lovett, Maliga, Lopez. Correct. Okay. Member De Jesus. Again, okay, pass. Member Fewer.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Fewer, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Gupta.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Gupta, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member T. Shea.
Pass.
Member T. Shea, pass. Member Kim.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Kim, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Mahogany.
Collins, Maliga, Lovett.
Member Mahogany, Collins, Maliga, Lovett. Member Norton.
Collins, Parker, no endorsement.
Member Norton, Collins, Parker, no endorsement. Let's go back. De Jesus.
So, Collins, Maliga, and Chinchilla.
And who?
De Jesus, Collins, Maliga, Chinchilla. Member Tisha. Tisha, Member Tisha.
Parker, Trevina, Chinchilla.
Member Tisha, Parker, Transvina, Chinchilla.
Okay, so for Allison Collins, we have 20, Gabriela Lopez 2, Limau Lovett 18, Monica Chinchilla 6, Fauga Maliga 19, Michelle Parker 9, Josephine Zhao 3, Phil Kim 1, John Trezvina 8. And you need 16 is the threshold. So we have 3 endorsed candidates: Allison Collins, Limau Lovett, and Fauga Maliga.
Congratulations. So we'll now move on to Public Defender, and on that I will make a motion that we endorse Public Defender Jeff Adachi by acclamation, second by Member Baraka. So on the motion to endorse Jeff Adachi by acclamation, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Congratulations, Jeff Adachi. You're endorsed for the election by acclamation. Now on to Assessor Recorder. I'll turn it over to Jen.
Assessor Recorder, we're doing rank. Round 1. We have Carmen Chu, Paul Beller, or no endorsement, or abstain. Member Alexander. Member Alexander, no endorsement. Member Alioto. Member Alioto Chu. Member Baraka. Member Baraka Chu. Member Bree. Member Bree Chu. Member Campos. Member Campos abstains. Member Chan. Member Chan, pass. Member Cohen. Member Cohen, Chu. Member De Jesus. Member De
Jesus, we need your vote. Assessor Recorder. Abstain.
Member De Jesus abstains. Member Dufty. Member Dufty, Chu. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, Chu. Member Galata. Member Galata, no endorsement. Member Growth. Member Growth, pass. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, pass. Member Efshe. Member Efshe, Chu. Member Tishe. Member Tishe, Chu. Member Jung.
She said Chu.
Member Jung, Chu. Member Kim. Member Kim, pass. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, Chu. Member Levinson. Member Levinson, Chu. Member Lowe, Chu. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, no endorsement. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, Chu. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, Chu. Member Norton. Member Norton, Chu. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, Chu. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi, Chu. Member Spear. Member Spear, Chu. Member Ma. Member Ma, Chu. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, Chu. Member Ting. Member Ting, Chu. Member Chu. Member Chu, Chu. Member Chan. Member Chan abstains. Member Growth. Member Growth abstains. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, Chu. Member Kim. Member Kim, pass. It's back. I think you're the last pass. Member Kim, Chu.
We have 24 votes for Carmen Chu, 3 no endorsements, 4 abstentions. Ms. Carmen Chu for assessor.
Congratulations to Carmen Chu. Now we go on to BART Board of Directors, District 8. And I know that there are conversations that people are having, and I would ask you if you can please take the conversations outside the room so that we continue with the voting, please. So BART Board of Directors, District 8.
BART Board of Directors, District 8, Member Alexander. Member Alexander.
Excuse me, can I have your attention? We're still voting, so if you're having conversations, please take them outside the room. Thank you very much.
Member Alexander, Lyons. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, Nutter. Member Baraka. Member Baraka, Lyons. Member Breed. Member Breed, Nutter. Member Campos. Member Campos, Lyons. Member Chan. Pass. Member Chan, pass. Member Cohen. Pass. Member Cohen, pass. Member De Jesus. Lyons. Member De Jesus, Lyons. Member Dufty. Member Dufty, Lee. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, Lyons. Member Galata. Member Galata, Lyons. Member Growth. Member Growth, Lee. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, Lyons. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, pass. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no endorsement. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, Nutter. Member Kim. Member Kim, pass. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, Lyons. Member Levinson. Member Levinson, Lyons. Member Lowe, pass. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, pass. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, Lyons. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, Lyons. Member Norton. Member Norton, Nutter. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi abstains. Member Spear. Member Spear abstains. Member Ma. Member Ma, Lyons. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, Nutter. Member Ting. Member Ting, Lee. Member Chu. Member Chu, no endorsement. Member Chan. Lee. Member Chan, Lee. Member Cohen. Member Cohen, Lyons. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, Nutter. Member Kim. Member Kim abstains. Member Lowe, Lyons. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, Lyons.
We have Jonathan Lyons with 15, Melanie Nutter with 6, Janice Lee with 4, No endorsement with 2. 4 abstentions brings the total vote count to 27, which means the majority threshold is 14. So that's Jonathan Lyons.
Congratulations, Jonathan Lyons is endorsed for Quad District 8. And now we go on to item number 9, which is the endorsement of ballot measures for the November election. So turn it over to members Lowe and Councilor Shea.
The endorsements of our ballot measures will start with Proposition A in the Embarcadero Seawall Earthquake Safety Bond. Member Alec,
Just for the record,
Yes.
the votes, if you can let people know what the choices are.
Yes. Yes, no, no endorsement, abstain. Proposition A, the seawall bond. Member Alexander.
Yes.
Member Alexander, yes. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, yes. Member Baraka.
Yes.
Member Baraka, yes. Member Breed. Member Breed, yes. Member Campos.
Yes.
Member Campos, yes. Member Chan.
Yes.
Member Chan, yes. Member Cohen.
Yes.
Member Cohen, yes. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, yes. Member Duffy. Member Duffy, yes. Member Fewer.
Yes.
Member Fury, yes. Member Galata.
Yes.
Member Galata, yes. Member Growth.
Yes.
Member Growth, yes. Member Gupta.
Yes.
Member Gupta, yes. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, yes. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, yes. Member Jean. Member Jean, yes. Member Kim. Member Kim, yes. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, yes. Member Leviton. Member Leviton, yes. Member Lowe, yes. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, yes. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, yes. Member Maxwell.
Yes.
Member Maxwell, yes. Member Norton. Member Norton, yes. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, yes. Member Pelosi.
Yes.
Member Pelosi, yes. Member Spear.
Yes.
Member Spear, yes. Member Ma. Member Ma, yes. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, yes. Member Ting.
Yes.
Member Ting, yes. Member Chu. Member Chu, yes. That's a unanimous yes for Proposition A. The next proposition, Proposition B, the city privacy guidelines. Member Alexander.
Yes.
Member Alexander, yes. Member Alioto. Member Alioto abstains. Member Baraka.
Yes.
Member Baraka, yes. Member Breed. Member Breed abstains. Member Campos.
Yes.
Member Campos, yes. Member Chan.
Yes.
Member Chan, yes. Member Cohen. Member Cohen, yes. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, yes. Member Duffy. Member Duffy, yes. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, what was that? Yes. Member Galata. Member Galata, yes. Member Growth. Member Growth, yes. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, yes. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, yes. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, no. Member Kim. Member Kim, yes. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, yes. Member Leviton. Member Leviton, yes. Member Lowe, yes. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, yes. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, yes. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, yes. Member Norton. Member Norton abstains. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, yes. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi, yes. Member Spear. Member Spear, yes. Member Ma. Member Ma abstains. Member Wiener. Member Wiener abstains. Member Ting. Member Ting abstains. Member Chu. Member Chu, yes.
The vote count was 23 yeses, 2 noes, 6 abstentions. So the yeses have it.
The next proposition is Proposition C, additional business taxes to fund homeless services, also known as Our City, Our Home. Member Alexander. Member Alexander, yes. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, yes. Member Baraka. Member Baraka, yes. Member Breed. Member Breed abstains. Member Campos.
Yes.
Member Campos, yes. Member Chan.
Hell yes.
Member Chan, hell yes. Member Cohen.
Abstain.
Member Cohen abstains. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, yes. Member Duffy.
Yes.
Member Duffy, yes. Member Fewer.
Yes.
Member Fewer, yes. Member Galata.
Hell yes.
Member Galata, hell yes. Member Growth. Member Growth, yes. Member Gupta.
Yes.
Member Gupta, yes. Member F. Shea.
Yes.
Member F. Shea, yes. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, no. Member Jean. Member Jean, no. Member Kim.
Yes.
Member Kim, yes. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, yes. Member Leviton.
Yes.
Member Leviton, yes. Member Lowe, yes. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, yes. Member Mandelman.
Yes.
Member Mandelman, yes. Member Maxwell.
Yes.
Member Maxwell, yes. Member Norton.
Yes.
Member Norton, yes. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein abstains. Member Pelosi.
Yes.
Member Pelosi, yes. Member Spear.
Yes.
Member Spear, yes. Member Ma. Member Ma abstains. Member Wiener.
Abstain.
Member Wiener abstains. Member Ting.
Abstain.
Member Ting abstains. Member Chu. Member Chu abstains.
Yes votes 22, no votes 2, 7 abstentions. Yeses have it.
The next proposition is Proposition D, additional tax on cannabis businesses, expanding the businesses subject to business taxes. Proposition D, Member Alexander. Member Alexander, yes. Member Alioto. Member Alioto, no. Member Baraka.
Yes.
Member Baraka, yes. Member Breed. Member Breed, yes. Member Campos.
Abstain.
Member Campos abstains. Member Chan. Member Chan abstains. Member Cohen. Member Cohen, yes. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, yes. Member Dufty.
Yes.
Member Dufty, yes. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, yes. Member Galata.
Yes.
Member Galata, yes. Member Growth. Member Growth, yes. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, yes. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, yes. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, yes. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, yes. Member Kim. Member Kim, no. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, yes. Member Leviton. Member Leviton, yes. Member Lowe, yes. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, yes. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, no. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, yes. Member Norton. Member Norton, yes. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, yes. Member Pelosi.
Yes.
Member Pelosi, yes. Member Spear.
Yes.
Member Spear, yes. Member Ma. Member Ma, yes. Member Wiener.
No.
Member Wiener, no. Member Ting.
Yes.
Member Ting, yes. Member Chu. Member Chu, yes.
So for Prop D, for yeses there were 25, 4 noes, 2 abstentions. The yeses have it.
Congratulations.
The next ballot measure is Proposition E, partial allocation of hotel tax for arts and cultural purposes. Member Alexander, Proposition E. Member Alexander, yes. Member Alioto.
Yes.
Member Alioto, yes. Member Baraka.
Yes.
Member Baraka, yes. Member Breed. Member Breed, yes. Member Campos.
Yes.
Member Campos, yes. Member Chan.
Yes.
Member Chan, yes. Member Cohen.
Yes.
Member Cohen, yes. Member De Jesus. Member De Jesus, yes. Member Dufty. Member Dufty, yes. Member Fewer. Member Fewer, yes. Member Galata. Member Galata, yes. Member Growth. Member Growth, yes. Member Gupta. Member Gupta, yes. Member F. Shea. Member F. Shea, yes. Member T. Shea. Member T. Shea, yes. Member Zhang. Member Zhang, yes. Member Kim. Member Kim, yes. Member LaCroix. Member LaCroix, yes. Member Leviton. Member Leviton, yes. Member Lowe, yes. Member Mahogany. Member Mahogany, yes. Member Mandelman. Member Mandelman, yes. Member Maxwell. Member Maxwell, yes. Member Norton. Member Norton, yes. Member Feinstein. Member Feinstein, yes. Member Pelosi. Member Pelosi, yes. Member Spear. Member Spear, yes. Member Ma. Member Ma, yes. Member Wiener. Member Wiener, yes. Member Ting. Member Ting, yes. Member Chu. Member Chu, yes. It's a unanimous yes for Proposition E.
Congratulations. And I believe that that concludes our endorsements for this cycle. And again, Thank you to all the members of the public who came out, to all the candidates, and once again to the incredible work of our members, Francis Shea and Jen Lowe. Thank you so much. And Adam, please, thank you, our Executive Director. So now we're going to try to move quickly through the agenda, but we still have some business to do, and we're going to go back to item number 5, which is the report from the various officers. And I would ask that you keep it. I would say if you keep it as short as possible. I just want to note, if I can have your attention, please. I just want to note that we are in the process of undertaking a very important initiative, and we're very grateful to Leader Pelosi for partnering with us. If we can give a big round of applause to Leader Pelosi. We will be working to open Red to Blue SF. The location is a great location. The old headquarters of Mark Leno for mayor, which is in the heart of the Castro. And we want people to come out and sign up and engage with us so that we can take back the House. And one thing that I will ask, and just to get a sense, unless there's any objection, is the question of whether or not we should provide additional staffing for this effort, which will require additional funding, fundraising. And so unless there's any objection to that, I propose that we go down that path. And so prior to the opening of the office, or maybe around that time, we expect and hope to be able to fundraise so that we can fund staff person to help our executive director with that effort, which will require personal checks because it has to come out of the federal account. So we will keep you posted, and again, we're very excited about that effort. And with that, do any of the officers want to give any kind of report at this point? Yes.
I'm not sure whether it should come now or new business, but I wanted to acknowledge the SCIU members who came and encouraging folks to attend the GAO Government Audit and Oversight hearing on September 19th at 11 to 1 in City Hall Room 250. I also want to make a motion to see if this body would be open to allowing the executive committee to write a letter to the Board of Supervisors in support of this hearing and measures to just look at the disproportionate amount of targeting of Black and African American workers.
So there's a motion to allow the executive committee to write a letter in support of the efforts of these workers from SEIU. Second, motion by Member Lacroix, seconded by Member De Jesus. Is there any objection to that? There's no objection to that motion, so we'll go ahead and do that. Motion passes. Any other officer who would like to report? Yes, Peter Galata. And I know that it's been a lot of work the last couple of weeks.
Thank you, Chair Campos. I just, from the Communications Committee, just wanted to share a quick report that we are now undertaking a process to redesign our website, sfdemocrats.org. It needs a little zhuzhing and some TLC. So we're starting down that path, and also very excited that we have been partnering with a pro bono team of user experience designers locally here at General Assembly, which is a school for folks who are interested in design and tech. And so they've been spending the past 3 weeks working with us to rethink the user experience of our site. They're working on a prototype that they will be sharing with us actually tomorrow at a presentation. And so I invite the members of this body to join us for that presentation if you're interested to see what their design prototype looks like. The meeting is at 2:30 in the afternoon. And this is really just the first phase of what will be kind of a longer process for us to build out a new site, but this is something that we're hoping to get done before the end of this year. So stay tuned for more details, and appreciate all the members who shared feedback with this team of designers as well, and we'll be coming back and probably presenting at future meetings around what the site will look like. So stay tuned.
So on behalf of the internship committee, our interns have wrapped up for the most part. A few of them were here earlier, but our Saturday endorsement interview was their last day with us. So I also want to thank Leader Pelosi for her generous donation support of our interns and for all of you who worked with them, mentored them. Really, they had a great experience. We'll be conducting exit interviews with them and let you know their feedback for future summer interns too. The ones who are around have already said that they would like to come back and help out too, so I just want to thank you all for your support.
Anyone else? Okay, I think a regional director.
Hi, please.
There are people actually that are watching our game.
Hello there. Well, I just really want to report on Region 6, because in Region 6, the illustrious San Francisco Democratic Party voted no on AB 84. Then I went and presented it at the Santa Clara Democratic Party. I presented it, I asked for questions, there were none. I asked for people voting against it, there were none. It was by acclamation. And then I went to the San Mateo Democratic Party. And at the San Mateo Democratic Party, Assemblyman Mullen was there to discuss his Assembly Bill AB 84. And it was a unanimous vote against it. And I want to thank all of you for being true Democrats. And in Region 6, we had 3, and we had the highest turnout of people voting against AB 84. It should be in the Senate on Monday. And you got your letter in time, and you are listed on the Senate floor as being against AB 84. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I think that concludes the report. So we'll quickly go to item number 6, and I'll just simply say this is a resolution that actually criticizes actions that are being taken by this Republican Congress that go against the LGBTQ community, specifically around federal funding and contracting. I want to thank Member Galata for being a co-sponsor, and with that, is there a motion? So motion by Member Galata. Is there a second? Second by Member Francis Shea, who wants to be added as a co-sponsor. Alexander also as a co-sponsor. Actually, raise your hand if you'd like to be added as a co-sponsor. So we, yes, we have Roth, Chan, Fewer, Gupta, De Jesus, Lacroix, Norton, Spear, Ma, Mahogany, Baraka, Ting, and Lowe, and Mandelman. I think just about everyone. Yes. Yes. So, motion to approve by acclamation, seconded by Member Baraka. Those in favor of approving by acclamation say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? It passes by acclamation. Thank you very much. And with that, we will now go to item 10, new business. Yes, Member Gupta.
I just wanted to invite all members and public to request that you publicize the Bay Area Unite for Justice rally that is happening this Sunday, August 26th. Sponsored by NARAL, and focuses on stopping Kavanaugh, the nomination of Kavanaugh. The hearings will begin right after Labor Day, and there's a sentiment that it's like a done deal, but it's not. Continue to call your senators. We were able to be successful in the attempted repeal on the ACA with our call, so we can continue to do that to stop the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh. So once again, it's the Bay Area Unite for Justice rally, 1 to 3 p.m. in Civic Center this Sunday.
Great. Is there any? Yes, Member Brock. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a question? Oh, okay. Okay, Member Francis Shea, and okay, Member Brock.
I just wanted to quickly mention that the RISE
for Climate, Jobs, and Justice is going to be September 8th. For more information, you can text RISE-CA, all one word, to 83224. And again, that's September 8th. It is endorsed by the Labor Council as well as San Francisco firefighters.
And the DCCC as well. Thank you. Okay. Any other announcements? Seeing none, yes. I'm sorry? Yes, I know. Before we get to that, so that concludes any announcements, and then we will once again go back to something that we did earlier in the agenda, which is at the request of Member Gupta, we are adjourning this meeting in honor and the memory of the great Aretha Franklin. Seeing no other business before this committee, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much. Rest in peace, Aretha Franklin.